things before we get started. If you know someone who wants to play in a GMeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the wait list or doing a one-shot. The one-shots are probably going to be announced tomorrow or Wednesday over on Patreon, and then a day later here in the FY channel of Discord. So go check those things out. They're going to be really cool. Also, the GM tip videos and clips go up over on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And the Patreon's live over at patreon.com/GMeric. Go check that stuff out. Also, the clip contest is currently going on, and the prize is really cool. I am going to likely be sharing that on Friday, so look for that announcement on Friday, what that's going to be. So toss those timestamps and clips into the clip contest channel in Discord. But let's get you guys started, because it's time for you guys to play some D&D, and we got so much to cover today, as today's the last episode of the year. So, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. As you have worked in earnest to defeat Vagradan after having had a ex-party member resurrect the great evil from the dead, you have also worked to reclaim the birthright of Sweet August Rose. To that end, you've made allies and set up plans. Sweet August Rose has been in contact with the House of Flowers and set out missions that you guys were aware she was doing. But now that all comes to fruition as you guys have teleported from Nausea to Bourbon after having gained some disguises, we'll call them. As you guys arrive, you will arrive at the House of Flowers, where you have the teleportation circle address for, in the basement. As you arrive, I need you guys to please start the session with a die roll of a perception check. Awesome. So, you have a 22 plus 1 somehow? Oh, guidance. Understood.
Oh, I left guidance on there.
Understood. Just checking. All right. So as you guys arrive, you hear the cocking of a crossbow from behind you. State your names.
Do I recognize the voice?
Are you going to turn around, or are you going to try to rely on recognizing the voice?
I'm going to try and recognize the voice.
Please roll your insight check.
Okie dokie. Nice.
With a 33, this is a voice of Ash Laurel.
Ash, it's me.
Me who?
She turns around.
Oh, Rose. You can't blame a girl for trying.
I suppose.
So,
but I do want to.
It's that time.
We're working there. What I do want to know is what happened to, and she gestures at her own shadow.
Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. Let's see. You see, you and your friend are quite inquisitive. She was insistent upon trying to meet with Leandro. Quite insistent. And attempted to go inside the Citadel, to test whether the Ward Stone was real or not. Well, we now know that such a situation is deadly for those who do not have passage.
This must have happened while I was in the Fae.
You were in the Fey Realms. Oh, dearie, dearie, that's horrible. Why would someone willingly go there? Nothing ever good comes from the Fey Realms.
You know, fair enough. Though I would argue some good things come from the Fey Realms. Stealth comes from Stealth. Bright Grove came from the Fey Realms.
And
Aimer
she's
came from the Fey
abandoned you. Aimer. Oh, that poor lad. I'm not sure I would
Fighting
call
Aber's
him
not
to
exactly
be.
a point in your favor.
As you say that, Aimer appears out of nowhere.
I came from the Fey Realms.
Like I said, nothing good comes from the Fey Realms.
The guy's not wrong.
So, it's that time, is it? It's time for all the plans to come to fruition, yes?
I mean, there's still work to do. We need one of those ward stones.
True. But we may have some leads.
Yes, I wanted to talk to Jasmine about that.
Oh, she's quite the, busy little bee.
I imagine. Oh, I know. I've been working with her. Everything that my shadow has been doing, I know. At least until I went to another plane.
I'll let you be. I'll send her in. Unless there's anything you needed, the food is there on the counters. Feel free to help yourselves to the potions. They've been quite fastidious of resupplying the fortress.
Actually, are there any key potions?
There are 10 of them.
Because I know there are plenty of other people that are going to need them, I will take... let's see, how many do I have right now? I have 1. Oh, somehow I got 4.
Okay.
No, actually, yeah, I don't know when I got 4 total.
I don't know.
What else is available there?
As you look, there are potions of healing. There are potions of greater healing, entire walls of them. There's 20 potions of superior healing and 10 potions of supreme healing.
Yeah, we gotta divvy this up.
There's
Well,
20 potions of
Presents for-
advantage.
Rose looks at them and just says, please don't be loot goblins. These are being shared amongst many, many people.
Yeah, I'll grab 2 of the superior and 2 of the, and maybe 1 supreme.
Okay. There are elixirs of health. There are potions of heroism. You
What does the
guys,
elixir of health do? I forgot.
elixir of health. Let me pull that up because I didn't have that in front of me as far as the description. I simply had the list.
Elixir of Health.
Elixir of health. Here
Is
we
that the
go.
one that makes it when you heal?
It
like
cures
everything
any
back?
disease afflicting you, removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Ah,
I don't know if you guys want to drink that, because you are the disease afflicting me.
well,
Oh,
life
don't
is
worry. They haven't made a cure for me yet.
and life is an affliction. That's certainly a disease I can cure.
Well, I mean, life is a condition with a 100% mortality rate.
Yep.
I'll
But
grab 1 of the elixirs of health.
Okay.
Just 1.
Understood.
As the day-to-day will help himself to 1 supreme and 2 superior potions, already practicing the gesture of having to administer it to an unconscious person.
At Brendan and Ricard, I've got 2 potions of flying, but I can fly. So if you guys both want 1 of those, I'll give you 1 of those.
Okay.
I'm actually pretty well stocked. I will take 1 supreme. Supreme is the best. I'm
Best
assuming
one,
because
yes.
it is supreme.
Well, depends on your definition of the best.
Other than the unstables, I guess.
Correct.
Man, Kool-Aid.
I will
Supreme
take.
potions are something you need to RESPCTT.
I will take 1 supreme.
Very well.
And she will leave and 1 key. I'm sorry. So
Cool.
that puts me up to 5. That should be enough for my needs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rose.
Brent will
Just,
take 1 supreme too, just so
Understood.
we have them.
yeah.
When
That's
when Echo mentions Ricard's name, Ricard kind of looks around nervously around the room and he points to himself and he goes, I Drakir.
Yeah. guess that's right.
Ash Laurel looks at you. Very nice try. But it's hard to dismiss the appearance of such a noble brow and cheekbones.
Yeah.
Are we
Testimony
not
turns around
in
and-
disguise right now?
You
We're in
are,
disguise.
but
We
she's
are,
got a very
yeah.
high insight check.
Yeah, and arriving with Rose kind of gives it. But Testimony turns around and adjusts his thick glasses and says, "Oh, what about me, miss?"
I'm afraid I don't know you.
The turtle's with me. I'm sorry, tortoise.
The Tortolan. Nice to have a studious member of the party. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm Ash Laurel.
Well, Ashlar, it's absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm Scribbleback. I'm a map maker. Karth has hired me to come and see if I can procure some maps of Bourbon.
Oh dear.
And then changes his tone of voice. At least that's the story I'm passing off to get along with these guys and their, air quotes, disguises.
Ah, that explains the fragility of such disguise, and you're a pretty bad liar. So I would keep my mouth shut if I were you. Your disguise should speak for itself.
I wish. That being
You're
said,
just too honest, sir, Scribbleback.
Well, it's because I didn't tell a single lie in what I just said.
Other than your name.
Names can change.
That's just who he is right now.
So,
Yeah, like once I'm done with this adventuring party, I'm gonna oh, hang on. Boy, it's hard to switch back and forth between them. I am changing my name just to make sure that the rest of you can't find me.
well, let me go get Silver Jasmine. She'll come in and provide you with the information she's been able to glean. It was nice seeing you again, Miss Rose, and I do hope this all works. After all, I've been waiting a very long time for this to succeed.
Rose gives her a respectful bow because this lady has been here for a very, very, very long time.
So she's going to walk out of the room.
Right before she walks out, I need
Yes,
to
sir.
drop a little psychic damage. Well, Miss Ash, it is good to see that Bourbon maintains its virginity.
What?
He gestures around. It hasn't been deflowered.
Well,
Suffer.
So, as she walks out, you hear a couple of doors close in the distance. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the next person enters the room?
I'm pretty stocked up on potions. I already had a boatload. And I'm guessing the rest are for the raiders.
Okay.
Is there anything unique or like abnormal besides the elixir of health?
Roll a perception check, sir.
I can perceive. I believe I can fly. Nope, there sure ain't. Hold on. No.
With a 19, because this group does not critically fail on
20.
the checks, with a 20, there is a candle of the hearth. Not the temple hearth, but a candle of the hearth that sits amongst the others that is unlit.
Amber will grab that.
Very well. Well, Silver Jasmine walks in beautiful in silver armor. Her white hair glistens, and she steps forward, proud of who she is, working for the House of Flowers. Ah, so you're finally here in person. A delight! I assume that these are all within your confidence, otherwise Ash Laurel would have slain them.
Rose nods.
That's
Well,
all.
most of them, anyways.
Ricard points to himself and says, I Drakir.
A pleasure to meet you, Drakir. I assume that this would be the one known as Ricard von Karth of Karth.
Does everybody in the city know who we are?
No,
Well,
but it's
I'm
her job to know.
It is
I
my
was
job
just
to
about to
be an
say.
information gatherer and spy. And Lord Karth, I believe congratulations are in order for your recent conquest.
Yes, yes.
No,
Thank you.
Rose hasn't agreed to marry him yet. He's still working on it, though.
She raises an eyebrow. A rumor, I presume.
No.
Let's just say that his mother is putting more effort into that than he is.
I'm not so
Indeed.
sure it's a rumor.
Royal gossip, the best kind.
It's like blowing up his spot, man.
So, shall we sit? And she gestures to some folding chairs that are over in the side of the room. They're
Oh, yeah.
canvas, kind of like director's chairs.
Yeah, Rose will go and sit down. She's familiar with this place. It's where her shadow's been working, and she knows everything her shadow does or did.
Right?
Aim will sit down and cross his legs very femininely.
Understood. She
Because
smiles.
They has to flip one of the chairs around to sit cool kid style because a tail and a shell don't exactly fit you mammals' aesthetics.
Indeed. Well, where to begin? You tasked me with the job of identifying someone relatively high ranking in the castle who has some sort of weakness to exploit. True.
Yes.
Well, we have managed to discover someone and begin operations, as your shadow clone was quite self-confident, probably due to being created in an image of you.
Well, she is me.
To a degree. Darker and slightly more
Fragile.
ominous.
Oh, that too. Yes.
We have managed to determine who the war chief of Bourbon is. Ragnar the Ravager. He's a pillager and leader of marauding bands for the general area here on land. He doesn't go on the seas as he gets seasick easily. We have determined that he is vulnerable. Your counterpart asked us to go ahead and proceed with operations in order to save you time. I trust that that was acceptable.
Yes. Was Crimson able to infiltrate?
Perhaps we should have her describe her actions. After all, this was quite an in-depth operation, and it is best for us to allow each person to speak for themselves. But Ragnar was targeted by your counterpart, and we did send Crimson Rose to infiltrate and ingratiate herself to him. I'll have her come in for a moment. And in order to maintain the difference here, we're going to go ahead and remove Silver Jasmine off the screen for a moment while we bring in Crimson Rose. Well, a delight, of course. Does anyone need refreshments?
Aimer raises his hand.
She produces some very beautiful candy box. It's made of silver and elaborately carved and engraved with a variety of floral themes. She opens it, and inside there are a series of what look like candied roses. She offers one to you.
Aimer will take one.
She smiles, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You do have advantage on this because of your race.
I have advantage on any magical effect, to be fair.
This is not a magical effect. This is simply her being charming.
Well, I mean, Aimer does like that.
So with the 21, you fail and are now charmed by her and consider her to be a very close friend and confidant.
be fair, if it was someone Rose hired, he probably would think that anyway. But we'll count that on the back end.
Very well.
I mean, yeah, we're all in the same profession here, so
Indeed.
it's not like Amer is going into this blind. He knows exactly what she does.
And Amer fully expected something to be involved in this, and did it anyway. Like, a spell or a poison or a curse or something. Like, you don't go into it not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, I drank the weird thing last time, so it's your turn. I guess next time it'll be Ricard's turn.
Amer does often get charmed by beautiful women. No, I'm not gonna lie. It happens. That very much fits the character.
Well, you're not the first one to have taken my candies, or my charms, but a delight to meet all of you, especially you, Lord Karth. But I've been told that I'm to keep my hands off of you, at least for now. Apparently you're reserved.
Oh,
Is he?
is he?
No, nobody told me this.
Shadow Rose told her to keep her bloody grips off of him.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, Ragnar was, shall we say, quite the party animal. And I decided to ingratiate myself to him. A different outfit, of course, a bit of dancing, and some very heavy beverages, and, well, we will yada, yada, yada the rest. But Ragnar was left indisposed for 3 days. He was quite happy for those 3 days. And I pumped him for all the information he could be worth. I learned much information from him, and then I killed him.
Was Black Orchid necessary, or were you able to do it yourself?
Well, Black Orchid, of course, provided the means. I'm not much of the assassin myself, more of the infiltrator and deliverer of goods. Black Orchid provided me with a toxin in order to perform the deed. But did you ever know of how wondrous those Shuian cosmetics are? Oh, a lipstick that kills. So delightful. Ah. Too bad it was only one dose. I could have used it again.
Oh, Rose, actually, you know what? I've had this since we stole that ship, 2 years ago. She's going to dig into her bag and pull out the makeup kit that she's had. She had 2. She used 1, and this is the last one. And hand it to Crimson.
Indeed, such a wondrous reward. Goodness gracious, I'm not sure I can accept, but I can, of course, and I will. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you, Miss Rose. A favor for a friend and a fellow family member.
Yeah, Rose shrugs. I've had it for a while. It's just never been of much use to me.
Well, we couldn't exactly dispose of Ragnar's body appropriately. After all, he was a very large man. Very large, if you know what I mean. But, we needed to replace him and dispose of what was left. So I asked Blue Hyacinth, at the recommendation of your counterpart, to take on the persona of Ragnar the Ravager. With his assistance and that of Black Orchid, who we managed to insinuate was participating in a menage a trois, we butchered Ragnar the Ravager and fed him to his men during a feast.
Why do I get the boring jobs, Rose? And she gets to do all of that.
Do you want Wendigos? Because that's how you get Wendigos.
We already dealt with Wendigos. I don't care. I want to go have some fun.
I mean, feeding, it's a good way of getting rid of bodies. You can't resurrect it. There's nothing short of a wish is going to bring him back.
I mean, if there's still some
Indeed.
bones, you can bring them back. But,
Oh no, the bones were fed to the dogs.
Oh, excellent.
Indeed, we were quite thorough. Blue Hyacinth found it entertaining to ensure that there were no ways to trace back as to who the owner of the disguise was. He's here actually visiting on pretense of investigating the House of Flowers. It's quite interesting to have Ragnar not only just as a slain puppet, but now as a puppet in truth, as Blue Hyacinth has taken over his persona.
Okay,
It's nice working with professionals for once.
okay, so Blue Hyacinth is here on the pretext of investigating the house. So
Indeed. To visit.
are Ragnar's superiors aware of the house presence in the city?
They are. Unfortunately, with the number of agents that we have throughout the city, it was a little difficult to hide the fact that we were all here. However, it's not a great secret. After all, every major city has a House of Flowers presence. You're aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
For Leandro to suspect that we were not here would be more telling. For us to have hidden in secret and hidden our presence completely, he would become suspicious. We let slip that agents were moving throughout the town, but we're not interested in him or the people within the castle. Thus, he may be suspicious of them, but have no actual truth. As Ragnar's body has been disposed of, and Ragnar has been replaced by Hyacinth, everything is fine. At least as far as Leandro is concerned.
Well, yeah, Leandro and his family couldn't have survived as long as they have without being constantly suspicious. So, I suppose, yeah, it can't be flawless, but good. So, Hyacinth is here in disguise.
Indeed. Allow me to send him in. He'll be able to discuss the information he's managed to gather from within the castle and the keep. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much access to the actual keep itself, as he doesn't have a ward stone. Ragnar was not quite so ingratiated with the leadership as Leandro, and so was kept on the outside with what he calls the scum, which is why I had to take so many baths afterwards.
Sorry, but, professional
Of course!
risks of the profession, unfortunately.
It's not the worst job I've ever done. Nor the least pleasant.
That's good.
She
Good to enjoy your
smiles. Well, you'll excuse me, I'll send Hyacinth in. One moment. As she gets up, she strides past Amer, who took one of the rose candies, and will trace Amarella's jaw with a finger,
Nice.
and then walk away.
I like her.
Oh yeah, she's great. She's very professional.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but that's not what I was talking about.
So, does everyone wear costumes here, but everyone knows who each other is? Is that how it works?
I mean, we're dealing with like massively good spies. If they didn't know who we were, Amer would have been very worried.
Brennan doesn't even know who. He just is like standing in the shadows, like ready to shoot people because he doesn't know who's who or what's happening.
Oh, Brennan.
Brendan,
Brandon, I-
I've seen Amarella before, at least.
Brennan, as you are itching to shoot someone appropriately necessary to shoot barges into the room with a crash. Crush! Alright, you're all gonna die now! Do you shoot him?
Don't. Please don't. He's a friend.
Let's hold on, I'm gonna roll a die to
Sure.
because I don't know if he would or not. Here, let's do a d6. So like, we'll just do 1 or 2.
Sure,
He'll shoot him.
of course.
He doesn't shoot him,
No,
but he pulls
okay.
the bow up and aims at him like he's going to.
Bring it on, little man! Was it good?
He has very furry abs.
Well, thank you. You know how long it takes to glue hair to your abs, especially when they're fake?
I'm an elf, so no, I can't say I do. I'd look way more awkward with hair on my abs.
Oh, well, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
You're not
Uh,
wrong. That's fake. That's fake. Though. That's pretty good.
So-
you know, it's really hard. The conditioner for the beard. I don't normally have a beard.
Really?
No.
Amer's visibly impressed at the disguise.
If I remember correctly, Blue Hyacinth looks like a kind of like a slender Asian man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will show you, for the fun of it, I will show you what Blue Hyacinth normally looks like, just because it's kind of fun. So we're going to go ahead and put him on the screen here. There you go. That's what he normally looks like.
Did he have to like get a simulacrum and put the two of them in a trench coat?
No, he's actually wearing a bodysuit that he has laced over everything. Yeah.
Wow.
So, no, he is a master of disguise for the House of Flowers.
So
Yeah. Sorry.
So how-
I got used to the voice. It was quite entertaining.
oh, don't break character on my account.
All right, well, fine.
Have you been?
He kind of reminds me of those orc women.
What? Awkward. Only when you don't fuck.
Yeah, I gotta go back there one of these days.
Or Slashma. There is this one woman in Slashma that I've been trying to, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, go back to your business. I'm just get distracted easily.
Yeah. So, they told you what I was doing in the castle, around the outside of the castle, right?
Yes.
Being war chief, I've sent raiding parties out away from the city in order to distract them and give them jobs to prevent activity here in the city, thus weakening the defenses slightly by sending the war party out into the adventurous wastes. So, right now, only a fourth of the war party is actually within the city limits, and they're very loyal to me.
They're loyal. Are they loyal to you or to Cervantes?
Cervantes is a puppet and a worthless skin bag. Sorry, I've been talking to my warband a little too much.
So when the day comes, they'll listen to your orders to sabotage the castle. Things like opening the gates.
Well, they
Disabling
can't open the
traps.
gates. We can't get inside. They don't let the warband in here. You see, we're more of city patrol. But what we can do is clear the streets for you of any of the normal guards, you understand. The warband won't be infringing on anything. The army itself will be out and indisposed.
Good.
So we won't have to deal with us. You know, it's more fun to just allow us to relax and have a beverage or two. And so we're going to keep the warband out of the fight. In exchange, Ragnar's looking for a good position in the new establishment. He'll appreciate it, and then you can just kill him off. I can go about my business.
Well, you are taking a very extreme risk, and I do appreciate the work you're doing,
I
Hyacinth.
appreciate it. I'm glad. It's anything for House of Flowers. After all, Cervantes is destabilizing the area, and slavery's not a good thing.
Esty, if you mind, can you put your map making skills to good use here? And Rose will clear a space on the table for him to start drawing.
So,
Ragnar, can you help my friend here? My friend here is a pretty good cartographer. Can you start mapping out the areas that you've been allowed to?
well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get into the castle itself because I don't have a ward stone. But I know where one is. After all, it's my job as the war chief to be in charge of the army and understand who comes and who goes.
Yeah, she nods, listening.
Well, I found out that Cervantes has a special friend.
Which Cervantes and what?
Oh, Leandro, of course. Don Ricardo. That man has no vices. None whatsoever.
That's boring.
What? Boring that, people kind of just do their thing and murder people, steal their souls, and get stronger? I agree.
I mean, I do a couple of those things. I don't really steal souls, but it's having no vices.
Well, what do you do other than simply rule a city and form a criminal empire? Guard against defeat and coups and see betrayal everywhere. There's a reason I'm not allowed inside the castle. He thinks I control the warband, which I do! And could the warband attack if we got a wardstone? Of course! It'd be easy enough to breach the gates. But that's about all I think I'd be able to get through. Each of the gates, is guarded by 2 Baylors. 2 of them, plus wards that, without a wardstone, simply disintegrate you upon touching it. You can't even dodge it. It's simply a destruction effect should you touch it without a wardstone.
Jeez. Okay, so hold on, I gotta get my notes out.
2 Baylors isn't the end of the world, but the wardstone is.
Well, the Baylors can communicate telepathically with the people inside. So, should you cause alarm, well, they could always cause more havoc by bringing reinforcements within about a minute. So, whatever we do, we have to be swift, or we have to dispose of both Baylors at the same time.
And nearly instantly.
Indeed. Now,
Let's see. Oh, notes. Okay, so
Where,
you
so
said there was.
this ward stone?
where's the wardstone? Well, that's where it gets complex. You see, I had to provide just the name to Silver Hyacinth, and she's the one who's been able to search out Eriska.
Okay,
I don't know exactly where it is, but I know Eriska has one.
3 gates with 2 Baylors guarding each. Sorry, Eriska.
Yes,
Wardstone.
Eriska Sableclaw. I'll put her name in chat for you guys here. She's a tiefling that Leandra's kind of found to be, we'll call her engaging and enigmatic. Exotic by other people's tastes. Yeah, what?
You don't know where she is right now?
Well, Silver Jasmine knows. I can't exactly get out and do recon as a master of disguise. I'm in charge of the warband, and I'm very visible. You understand?
Yeah, he's in position. So, has Rose heard of this Eriska Sableclaw before?
You would
That
not
name sounds-
have.
Okay, I'm guessing I'm thinking of that other tiefling.
There are many,
Belhiri?
many chieftains. Yes, sir.
I was saying, are you thinking of Belhiri?
The one in
Balajarok? Yeah.
or Balajarok, yeah.
That's Belhiri.
That's
Oh,
Belhiri.
okay, that's a different. Okay,
Right.
okay.
What were you
She
asking,
looks
Echo?
like she looks like a Sableclaw. I'm just saying.
Echo, what were you asking?
No, I was just thinking.
Okay.
Why don't we spy on her and just teleport to wherever she is?
Well, that would be a really good thing. But Silver Jasmine should provide you with more information because she's done that spying for you. At the
Like I
behest of sweet August Rose here. But you'll
Like I
excuse
said-
me, I can only spend about another minute here before I'm going to be missed. I have to report that the House of Flowers has been demolished and the agents I found slain and eaten.
Really?
Wow, there's a lot of cannibalism going on here.
What? You think these people get this way without food supplies? It's not exactly farmers here.
You're not wrong.
Just don't eat the green stuff.
I try not to.
Let's see.
They say it's soylent.
That's made of people.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, if you need anything else, You know how to reach me. And he's going to storm out. As he does so, he slashes his hand and blood flows, and he's going to paint his face with blood, slash over his vulge, and generally cause a scene as if he's been in combat. Trying to sell the bit.
Yep. All
right.
So this should be okay.
So, Silver Jasmine would be coming back into the room at this point. So we'll bring her in. So, you've heard of Ariska Sableclaw. She's quite the beautiful and yet dangerous individual who's in things for herself. There's a chance, however small, that you might be able to manipulate her into assisting you with the Wardstone, but it won't be easy. You see, Ariska belongs to Leandro, and she is working on a power play of her own, and Leandro knows this, and so keeps her in an extra-dimensional space, warded from teleportation save by one gate. The gate is contained within an infernal colossus that patrols Bourbon.
Okay.
Blinks a couple times. Infernal Colossus.
Okay, so she's in a demiplane?
Indeed. And the only way to open it is through the key that remains within the infernal colossus. When Leandro seeks her presence, the infernal colossus opens and she emerges, but only at the behest of Leandro. We believe that should you be able to defeat the colossus, you would be able to gain entry into the demiplane itself, and then either entreat or slay Ariska in order to acquire the Wardstone that she possesses.
Where
At the
exactly-
mention of the Infernal Colossus, Tessidinde raises a claw and says, "Is it too late to put in for some vacation days, like starting now?"
Yes. As your middle manager, I'm denying this request.
I love the fact that you say that with such confidence because in real life.
Because I am a middle manager, yes.
So, all right, this Infernal Colossus, it patrols around the city?
Indeed.
How big is it?
Oh,
How
enormous. It
Okay,
is
so
a monstrosity crafted by Leandro to keep Ariska contained. You see, Ariska is a very powerful sorceress and quite devious in her plans. She's managed to manipulate the demiplane into a veritable mansion filled with friends of hers, entire groups of celestials and other agents. They all remain there whenever she emerges, but she only emerges in order to visit Leandro for his needs. You understand? They communicate via sending stones, and those are linked exclusively, and we have been unable to crack them in order to gain access to them. Thus, the only way that we can proceed in gaining a Wardstone is to slay the Colossus, which is a construct, gain access to the gate, and then manage to get the Wardstone by whatever means from Ariska. And she's going to provide you guys with an image of Ariska, because that's fun.
Let's see what she looks like.
She's pretty hot.
So Amer's gonna be charmed for how many rounds?
I don't know, that's from the other girl.
Oh, I assumed it would be either.
He's charmed, but not in the traditional sense here, you know?
I know. I've been saying this is a good-looking villain.
Yeah, no, that's why Amer's like eyeing the image, going like, "Ooh, yeah, yeah."
I like to feed my players, just saying.
You know how to get Aimer going.
Yep.
I'd hope so after 2.5 years.
Yep.
Who's more formidable? Um, the woman or this monstrosity?
Oh, by far, Riska is. The Colossus is simply a construct. It has some magical powers, but mostly it is a bludgeon, a brute designed to cause havoc and control, to intimidate those around. It is terrible and will cause terror in those around it. In spite of being immune to fear, you will still need to steel yourselves against its might and form.
Okay, so the portal to this demiplane is located I'm assuming inside its chest cavity?
Indeed.
I'd rather not kill it if we don't have to. That would be too noisy, too flashy.
However, it would allow for a bit of a show of force. I don't know of any way to stop it, as it does not slow down. It is ponderous in its gait, but in order to access this, you will need to reduce it at least by half in order to open its portal, which will only remain open for a few seconds before closing again, at which point it would regenerate to its full capacity.
So you're saying we have to literally rip this thing a new one and then go through?
Indeed. For lack of a more graceful interpretation.
How advanced is the programming of this construct? Yeah, you said it was pretty simple, but if we were to attack it and slip through, would it warn Leandro?
I'm not certain that it can communicate.
Okay. And it self-heals?
Indeed.
Okay. Okay, we can work with that.
I'm uncertain that it can be destroyed.
I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. Does its patrol have a set route, or does it just wander aimlessly?
It does, which is convenient for us. You see, we have found a vulnerable space for it near the eastern gate of the Citadel. It is only guarded by 2 Baylors, and there is a wide open space there. The Baylors there tend to be gambling during the time that the Colossus passes, as they view it as the ultimate enforcer, and they laugh because anyone who were to approach it would simply die. There have been multiple occasions where people have attempted to enter the Citadel while the Colossus passes, and the Baylors at the Eastern Gate enjoy simply watching their demise. We believe that we can use this to our advantage. Should you avoid engaging the Baylors directly, there is a chance that you could engage the Colossus without their involvement. Now, I will warn you, the Colossus does have that limited magical ability. That is to launch crystals that it forms out of arcane energy around itself, forming portals to summon reinforcements. They typically come in the form of chain devils and babao.
Nothing too
Well,
terribly
yeah,
frightening.
we've fought those before, but I mean, it just depends on how many it can summon.
Indeed. I have seen it summon many, but it seems to be an irregular summoning process. Do you realize that the chain devils and the babao make their goals to restrain people and allow the construct itself to finish the job?
Makes sense. Okay. So what about this? We wait until nighttime, and we ambush this construct while it is alone. We sneak past these bailers. Hopefully they don't see us. And while it is fighting us, I can make sure that the noise of the battle isn't overheard, and we tear open a hole in its chest cavity and slip through. And then once we're gone, it should resume on its normal patrol, correct?
Indeed. After all, the opening will only remain open for a short time. Once you are within the demiplane, it will close and seal, presumably consuming you within to the appearance of anyone outside.
What about our exit? Like, are we going to be able to exit this demiplane?
Only by one means can you exit the demiplane, and that is via the wardstone that Ariska has. Teleportation is blocked within. You cannot teleport to or from there, nor within. The only way in is through the construct, and the only way out is with the wardstone. So once you go in, you will have to either manipulate, kill, or acquire the wardstone from Ariska. And remember, she is a powerful sorceress who has magics that we are not fully familiar with.
Do you know what kind of magic, or just what she specializes in?
Unfortunately, I only know that she is capable of casting a series of illusions. What other abilities she has, I cannot speak to, but I would suspect that they are great.
And do we know what she wants with Leandro?
Oh, well, that's easy. She seeks power and the heir of the Cervantes family. She seeks to slay Sancho in order to supplant him as the subsequent ruler should Leandro die. With an heir, Ariska would be the heir apparent. Well, mother apparent, if she manages to become pregnant.
Ah, okay. So, really?
So one thing to contribute to this plan is if we know where and when we're going to engage it, how is the magic detection in this city? Could I drop, say, a forbidden spell in its path without setting off alarms?
I would severely doubt it. Such a massive spell as Forbiddance would be easily noticed by all the infernal guards. The moment that someone takes offense or pain from such a spell, they would engage the various wards and cast an hollow on the area, removing the Forbiddance and reversing it into a more deadly area, killing any mortals in the zone.
Ah, but here's the thing. Forbiddance allows you to choose the type of creatures affected. I can set a Forbiddance that affects no creatures.
That is perhaps a way to handle things, but I would be very cautious with such a magic, as there are creatures within this city who will notice. The lieutenants of the Cervantes family are diverse, and some are quite adept in the magical arts. I believe you did engage with one of them previously. And she looks at Sweet August Rose.
I'm sorry. She was thinking. So, I'm sorry. Who?
Alara? Sister Alara the Twisted.
Succubus.
The head cultist and leader of the cult of suffering here in Bourbon.
Have I met her?
I will.
Oh, the lich. The
Lich
lady.
girl, yes.
Yes.
That,
I'm sorry.
that someone recognized the name of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricard will speak up and be like, the cult of suffering?
Indeed. She's a gaunt and almost skeletal figure with sunken eyes and a mouth twisted into a permanent sneer. Her skull is now her face. Her once pristine white robes have long since been stained crimson with the blood of her victims. Her body is self-inflicted of scars and is no more than a mummy nowadays. She is a lich. She's been formed of sacred wounds given to her in her own rituals. She is no longer the kind-hearted healer and traveling bard that was once Alara Silverstrings, but now a monster. She became obsessed with the idea that true enlightenment could only be achieved through suffering. She began torturing herself in secret, believing that the pain brought her closer to the gods. When her behavior was discovered, she was cast out of the order, and rather than abandoning her beliefs, she founded the cult of suffering here in Bourbon. Her followers here now revere her as a prophet of agony, and she performs dark rituals here, sacrificing the innocent in the name of her twisted faith. They actually import the various slaves in order to feed her sacrificial needs.
Yeah, Ricard's just listening to that all with his eyes closed and like a pained look on his face. And he's just shaking his head.
And for
Yeah,
that
he's-
measure, we will go ahead and just for the moment, we'll put Sister Alara on the screen so that we can remember who we're talking about. There we go.
And he just says, "What a fall from grace."
This is Sister Alara the Twisted.
Yeah, no, she looks pretty twisted.
Let's go get this monstrosity.
Well, she's not going to be there. It's the construct and Miss
I know,
Shadow.
that's what I'm saying. Let's go get this construct. Let's take it down.
Well, we need to case the gate. I want to do this without alerting any of the guards. If we
Alright.
can slip inside the construct without alerting anybody, that would be ideal. And also, well, are all of you prepared? Because first we have to fight this construct, and then get inside, and then we're going to be this demiplane. Do you know anything of if time runs at the same pace inside of it as
I do
outside?
not. I have not been within.
That's unfortunate.
It would be, but should I have been within, I would have brought you the Wardstone.
Fair enough. Well, no, it's unfortunate that we don't know. Hopefully, it's not one of those situations where massive amounts of time will pass, even if we're only in there for a day. Should be fine. I mean, it seems unlikely if she's residing there permanently.
You're free to go and investigate the Eastern Gate. The Colossus will be there this evening as it passes through that area.
Right. Well, that's all well and good. Once we have the Wardstone, well, we'll see. How often does Miss Shadowclaw visit Leandro?
Unknown. It's whenever it feeds his whimsy and his whim, whenever he has a need.
Okay. Because if we do have to kill her, that starts a time limit of when he eventually tries to call on her and she never answers back.
Indeed.
So, do you know when the last time she visited him was?
We believe that it happened within the past week.
Okay. Rose nods. All right. And in the meantime, have you been able to make any progress on that theft I asked you to organize?
The theft. Let me pull up the theft here. You were looking for... Oh, that theft. Well...
That theft, yeah.
Yes, we attempted to. Moon Lotus was attempting to collect supplies and managed to provide us with a variety of goods, as you see around the room, and has worked with Nightshade on the theft of the... She looks nervously around. May I speak plainly?
The urn, yes.
The urn that belongs to the person you desire to acquire. But we have found that it is within the Citadel and impossible to acquire without the Wardstone. We must have the ward stone to break the ward in order to gain access for the heist.
Okay.
Once the ward stone has been acquired, and we have access through the wards, Dreamshade and the rest of the people will enter and attempt to acquire it for you. Presumably while you are engaged with the Cervantes themselves.
We'll see. We'll discuss that after we obtain the ward stone. Okay. Is there any other information that I need to know?
Other than White Camilla has provided healing kits throughout. Feel free to each take one. She gestures to various boxes that are sitting on the lower shelves.
Yeah. I mean, I think Testu already has his. Like, it's not a consumable, right? Like,
It is.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Because I know Testu uses his all the time. So.
Yep, but he
Yeah,
keeps
Testu-
restocking it.
Yeah, Testu, if you want to restock, now's the time because there's a bunch.
Tested will walk up and down the line and pick out one that looks to be particularly dust-free and well-made.
All of them appear to be very dust-free, well-made, and immaculately cared for.
Yeah, they're fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm planning a bloody coup, and there's going to be lots of injured people pretty soon.
Lots of them.
Yes.
So, Eric,
Oh, the ones that come across
Yes,
won't
sir.
be injured.
Yes, sir.
a bag of holding basically is an opening into a demiplane, right? Into an extra dimensional location.
It's a extra dimensional space, not a demiplane, but yes.
So if something is inside a bag of holding and you close the bag of holding, that object's not moving, the bag of holding's moving. The object is still in that extra dimensional place.
If you're looking to do guards and wards inside of a bag of holding, that won't work.
Okay. Can you explain why?
Because you're shifting planes. Once you put it in the bag of holding, it's been moved from dimensions. You are
Oh,
much
no, I mean,
further.
that's- I figured I would just cast it while it's in the bag of holding. I
And
get it.
yeah,
I get it.
the moment it
Well-
comes out, it will have moved more than 10 feet.
Yes, that's correct.
But I think well,
getting- yeah.
you could do things where you throw a person into the bag and then they get hit by like 50 fireballs.
Well, what you do is you cast cast a glyph of warding on an object like the Eye of Hydra while it's in the bag, so it's in an extra dimensional place, and the glyph is like a plane shift. If anybody reaches into the bag without saying the password, then the Eye of Hydra plane shifts. Right?
Right?
I'm not entirely certain it works like that.
That's some really wonky
Well,
stuff.
so you because you can't, what is it? You can't move it more than, what is it, 10
You
feet?
can't move it more than 10 feet, and you're not moving it because it never left the bag of holding. Once they reach into the bag of holding,
Well, so you'd have to put it into the bag of holding and then cast it while it's in the
That's
bag
right.
of holding.
Right. And
And you only have, what is it, like an hour of air in there? Not even, I think it's 10 minutes.
that has nothing to do with an object.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, well, for casting it, because glyph of warding,
Oh,
it
you
takes
just
an
use
hour.
wish to
Oh.
cast it.
Oh.
It's
So,
instant.
one thing about glyph of warding in general is it, like, because I was thinking about doing things like this, so it's gonna be up to Eric's interpretation, stuff like that. Is the spell does say it has to be on a surface or something that can open and close. So you can
Right.
cast it on its, maybe on the inside part of the bag of holding.
bag of holding doesn't have an inside edge
No, but you could cast it on the eye itself.
on the
You can
surface of
cast it
the
on an
eye.
object. Yeah.
Well, let's just bear in mind the classic rule: anything you can do, the enemies can do slightly better.
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's up to Eric's interpretation.
Glyph
Based on
of warding. Let
I'm
me
not
go.
sure the glyph can go on any surface. I think it's like a surface or something that can open or close.
Yeah, it's a table or section of floor wall or within an object that can be closed. So you can cast it on the inside of the bag of holding, but not on an object.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
still work with it. You just put it in its own bag of holding.
And then whatever's in there gets plane shifted.
Yeah, you only put it in the bag of holding. So like
Yeah.
you just gotta work around it a little bit.
Yeah, there's probably a way to do it, but that's
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
I was just thinking outside the box.
Yep.
Right, it's to take it to the next level. Like I said, make it its own bag of holding, and then it'll work the same way.
Okay. Just thinking.
Yes, sir.
I mean, to be fair, I've thought of because Breezy has glyph of warding, and we don't have any diamonds, and we haven't had any for a long time, so she can't really use anything. But I have been thinking of like, because I wanted to make like a base with like a ton of traps and stuff like that, where people have to say embarrassing things in order to get the buffs from the spell she puts in it.
Yeah.
But
Let's so we're going after this monstrosity, or we're going to take on this creature?
well,
Construct?
first we're gonna go case the area,
Sure.
make sure there's no guards, or if there are guards, watch their patrols. Because yeah, we want to do this as quietly as possible.
Yep.
Well, fighting that thing and quietly as possible are
Yeah.
not having much overlap.
Yeah, I kind of make a lot of noise when I fight.
I'll take care of it.
This group is not specifically quiet.
Well, I mean, I don't care if the whole city sees this thing fall. I mean, it's probably going to scare the crap out of some people.
Well,
but
that's the thing. If as long as there's no witnesses and we do it fast, it should be possible. And
Yeah.
ideally, that's what we want.
well, let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
So, you ready to leave?
Yep.
All right. So we go
Ricard's gonna
out.
look around at the party
sir.
and he's gonna like point at himself and be like, "Now I Drakir."
You
Yeah,
just
Apparently, there's less subterfuge than we expected.
Now you Drakir.
Yes, now you're trickier. Once we go outside. Also,
Amarilla, why don't you do the walkie-talkie thing?
that's a good idea.
All right.
I
So,
will-
Amer, are you going to do the walkie-talkie?
Yeah. Let's see how long the walkie-talkie goes for.
Okay.
Hours. 1D10. 2 hours.
All right. You guys have 2 hours of psychic communication using Amer's brain.
Rose will specifically tell the others not to travel as a group, unless Scribble and Dakir have their little cover story, so they can stay together. But everyone else, like unless you are part of that little deception, yeah, spread out. Try not to look like you're part of the same group.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
be
So,
paranoid.
we're going to go ahead and get you guys to spread out a little bit here.
And yeah, she will make them like she's paranoid, so she will like make them like stagger out of the building. At like she'll make one go out after 10 minutes, another after 30,
Sure.
things like that.
Awesome. So, as you guys head out into the street, are you guys going to the eastern gate? That area? That's the intent?
Yes.
Rose, well, if it's on the way, Rose will check in on I believe I forgot what the name of the shop was.
Oh, yeah.
Francisco?
Yeah, Francisco's place. Yeah, that is a ruin. It has been flattened. There is nothing left except for a crater where the foundation once was.
Yeah. She didn't so
You can
just
thank the
sighs.
Wednesday group.
I know. And there's no sign. She'll ask a passerby what
No.
happened.
There was a big explosion.
Yeah, for all Rose knows, Francisco died in that explosion, but he actually didn't.
Right, but she didn't know that.
Yeah, he died later. Yeah, she just sighs and shakes her head. Damn.
Yeah, he died inside a crate that got
Yeah.
nailed shut of starvation.
Yeah. No, he got eaten. He got eaten by something. Yeah.
It's
Uh,
horrible.
But yeah, Rose just curses and continues walking to the east gate.
Awesome. So as you guys go down through the street levels of Warbon, you're able to find your way to the eastern gate. And you guys will find yourselves on the far right-hand side of this map. Enjoy. You are free to
And
move
this is-
around.
Yeah, this is the daytime, right? Okay.
This is daytime.
And where are the areas where we're allowed to be? Like
You
where?
do your thing.
Well, I'm when I'm saying allowed, like I mean like if we walk there, like normal citizens, no one will bat an eye because it's a place. It's
I'm-
not restricted. I mean, is
You don't see any restriction signs. Feel free to move
Which-
around.
to the gate.
You use your insight and your best judgment.
I
Can we use anything else, please?
okay? Let's see.
Feel free to explore.
And God, why is my roll 20 acting up? Ah, okay, I'm refreshing.
I was just gonna poke through this crate randomly. It's kind of not actually looking through it, but more like
It is full of rotten potatoes covered in eyes and mush. There's a black sludge that comes flowing out across your nice
he didn't
shoes.
actually like do. He's more like pretending to look at it.
The Baylors look at you as you approach Echo Rex, and they don't care.
And oh my, what is? Okay, this is getting very annoying. Okay,
Because
so
he's Brennan going one way and Amer going another. It's like, oh god, which one do I not let out of my sight?
okay, so this here, is this the wall of the Citadel or?
The one in front of Echo Rex is where the gate is.
Yeah, what is right here? Is
Oh,
this just the
that?
east?
Where you are?
Yeah.
That is a. Oh, let me go. I forgot to look inside that, and I have to go to the GM screen because I was looking at the recording machine. That, as you look at it, there are no windows on that, but it smells like hay and straw. The stuff around looks like it would be stuff related to horses.
Oh well, no, I'm talking about the black wall to the east of me.
Yes.
So that is a giant stable. Like,
Yeah, it's a
or-
large stable. You may want to go around the other way that Amer and Brennan and Echo have gone.
I think my vision is broken because I'm not seeing it. Nothing's changing when I move.
You are here? Correct?
Yeah. Like I like if I move right here, nothing changes.
I don't see you moving at all.
What? I moved. What? Why? What is happening?
You may need to refresh.
It's helpful to cross-reference against the Twitch to see what Eric's seeing and then see something out of
Whoa!
alignment.
Something is going on. I don't know what is happening.
Echo, as
Let me
you approach within 15 feet, they look down at you. What do you want, kid? And they say this in Infernal.
Infernal. I don't speak infernal. I speak common and.
You get the distinct impression that they're asking you, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm just going to point to the gate.
They laugh, and it's a fiendish laugh, as if you were serious. And they will both draw long, fiery whips and lightning swords.
Is that not the gate outside to the exit the city?
No, this is the gate into the city, into the Citadel itself.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, you aren't constructs, so I'm looking for something else.
Yeah, you guys wanted to check out the area before the construct
Yeah,
came.
It's daytime here. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I think I'm resynced. I don't know what the heck happened. So like east of
Oh,
Rose. Like what is this building?
This building here is the stable.
It's just a giant. No. East to the right.
Oh, to the right?
This
Oh,
giant black
That,
wall.
that's the rest of the city.
Okay, so it's okay. So it's
Yeah.
not a okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure it wasn't like a giant wall.
No,
or
that's where you guys
something.
came from. If you guys go that way, you'll try to break line of sight and into the city itself.
Oh. Eric, is there evidence here of this monstrosity that comes through here? I mean, does it walk down through this, just outside this
Roll
wall?
an investigation check.
Oh, I'm not very good at those.
With
What's
a
it?
22, sir, the bones around you are embedded down into the stone street itself. There are a very noticeable set of tracks that go from south to north through this area. It is enormous. The tracks extend 65 feet wide. So from here, let me go ahead and show you from here to here. 65 feet wide is how big the tracks are.
I think if we fight this thing, we're gonna have to fight the Baylors too.
She actually said that they enjoyed just watching.
Well, that's the thing. Well, yeah, they enjoy just watching
like-
because they like watching the
until we
construct.
win.
Yeah, they like watching the construct win. So like,
That's up to you guys to determine how you want to handle it.
yeah.
Yeah, they won't like that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The
Yeah, in the walkie-talkie too. So we have to take we only take half. We only need to take half of the monstrosity, troll giants
yeah, we
hit
only need.
points.
Yeah,
we
we
won't
don't.
say hit points, but
We don't want
life.
to. Yeah, we don't want to destroy it. We just want to break it enough that we can cut it open and then slip inside.
Yeah. So we don't have to kill it. I wonder if that now the problem with doing it here, we were worried about that the Baylors, and we can say this over the walkie-talkie, the Baylors might engage, but we're not going to kill it. So I don't know if they'd engage, but they could see what we're doing, possibly.
Yes, that's the problem. Echo, Testu, do you think you could banish the Baylors?
I think that would probably set off larger alarms in fighting the Titan.
Maybe.
Well, not
No.
permanently. Just because if you hold it for a minute, they'll stay in hell. But if you banish them for a minute, that gives us a minute to damage this thing, slip inside, and then you let go of the concentration. They pop back, and to them it'll look like the machine ate us.
Yeah, but didn't they say that there was magic that could detect that?
Yeah, like,
So we would be
like,
known anywhere?
like for example, my plan would be to drop a forbiddance in its path so that when it tries to summon reinforcements, they can't get here.
Actually,
Hmm.
let me think about this for a second. Maybe.
Alternatively,
Yes.
what about illusion? No, they have true sight out to. They can see through illusions.
I can guarantee I can get rid of them for 6 seconds.
That's
Now,
that's not long enough, I don't think.
well, it may be. I mean, they may be gone for a minute, but I don't know. But I think I can guarantee 6 seconds up to a minute. It just depends.
Do we
Yeah.
obscure? Like, do we have that smoke bottle or something, maybe?
And I've got the smoke bottle. We got multiple smoke bottles.
That's true. And true sight doesn't help with the doesn't help them see through smoke.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I insisted on physical disguises, because a lot of these high level demons can see through illusions. Okay, yeah, smoke might be a good option, though I'm worried if there's smoke, the Baylors might insist on intervening, in which case we would have to kill the Baylors too. It's the issue isn't fighting the Baylors. The issue is trying to make them think nothing too untoward is happening.
Yeah, to not make a scene.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and this could be wrong, but I thought I thought that there was like magic that would equal creating a scene if we use like a drastic spell. I don't know.
Well, okay, no, okay. I think I have an idea. Testu, you have your bottle. Who does someone else have a bottle? I think Amer has one.
I have one, yeah.
Yeah, so you could both
Amer's
use your,
always got the bottle
Yeah.
on him.
So we
a
could
bottle
use
at least.
both the bottles to give ourselves obscurement. I know some of you might have difficulty fighting in the smoke, but that's just going to
Yeah,
have
I
to be
do.
It's just going to be something we have to deal with. We fight in the
Is this-
smoke. We make actually plenty of noise to sound like we're fighting, because apparently plenty of things try to throw themselves at this construct. And then when we slip in, we throw out corpses. They don't have to be particularly that close. Just mangled corpses that are vaguely similar to us. We toss them out onto the ground, and then we slip into the monster, and then as the smoke clears, it'll look like it killed us.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to go be that elaborate. He'll probably figure the thing ate us.
I mean, it's an
Well-
infernal construct. It probably burns away any remaining foes.
Well, the thing is, Baylors aren't stupid. I know they look dumb, but they're not.
They're not.
So, I think that's probably our best bet, and it's something that we can at least work with.
And this is the only space that we have to fight, huh? We can't get away from
this,
the
this
Baylors.
is this is apparently the least occupied space, according to Lotus. Rose will actually check the buildings. Like, this is a stable. She'll check to see if there's anyone living here.
The one that you're next to there is a carriage house, and there were doors on the back side of it.
Yeah. Are there any windows to
There
any of
are
these buildings?
none.
No windows. Okay.
No windows.
Okay.
With an insight check, the gate of the walking of the construct would shatter the windows.
I think I desynced again. I don't know what is happening.
That would make sense. Yeah.
What is happening? I think something is broken. I don't know what is going on. I just can't see again. Okay, so there's no windows to any of these buildings. Yeah, I think that is our best plan. We attack it. Probably have to change our disguises before we do, unless you want to burn your various, burn your various IDs. But we attack it under the obscurement of the bottles of smoke. We make plenty of noise to make it sound like an actual fight's happening, and then we start making sounds like we're losing, and then we slip in and then throw out the decoys behind us. And hopefully, like you said, Testu, it'll incinerate them or something. But there's no scorch mark, so I don't think there's any incineration going on around here. She says as she looks at the bones and the various corpses riddled across this area. It just looks like they've been stepped on.
Yeah.
And if this thing walks away, if this thing walks away, the Baylors aren't going to think anything of it.
No, but
they're going to figure we're dead or we ran. But as long as this thing's still standing when we leave, they're not going to care.
Fair enough. That's true.
Finding that the entrance to this portal might be difficult in the smoke too.
Well, yeah. I'll be able to see, but yeah, some of you I'll look at Echo and Testu, or the others. Can any of you see in smoke?
can a
Ricard
little
shakes his
bit.
head no.
Yeah, Brennan's dealt with that now. But
I
so
can a
is there?
little
Could someone just cast like prestidigitation or something to cast a little light where it's at or something?
What, the construct?
Where the entrance would be at, so to help people see it.
Yeah, light in the smoke. That should be fine. I mean, there's going to be lots
Yeah.
of things flying around.
Well, smoke does total obscurity, so you will not be able to see lights within the smoke. That's the whole point.
Total obscurity.
Okay.
We gotta
Okay.
read the rules. Total
It's not
obscurity.
cloud, it's obscurement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Total obscurement. Let's see.
Well, we have the walkie-talkie. Maybe you could just verbally describe. it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
be able to.
Here's the thing.
Hmm?
So you could cast that on this side of the road.
That's what I was just gonna
Right.
say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to cast it on our side of the road. Cast it on, it doesn't even have to hit the Baylors. Just cast it, over here somewhere, or just between them and us. It breaks line of sight. So
Yeah.
we can still fight this thing and see this thing, as big as it is.
Well,
So
I mean, I'm just gonna point out, wouldn't they just move around just to see what's happening? Because they like to watch. That's the whole thing.
I don't know, maybe.
Would
How
would
big is
we?
that bottle? How big is the obscurement?
I think it's 60 feet radius. It's pretty
Tester
big.
data?
It gets pretty big. Like it starts off about Aimer, kind of calculates a little bit about like 60-ish feet, and then I believe it'll as the bottle stays open, it gets bigger and bigger. It ends up
Starts at 60
being
feet?
yeah. Gotta find mine on my list. Hold on.
Would we have time to cast it after we saw that it was appearing, or would it be too fast?
It starts out like immediately at 60 feet.
Yeah. Oh, I meant the portal on this creature.
We
would
have
we be able to say, "Oh, there it is. Throw the smoke."
Well, we'll be
Yeah.
having the smoke out during the fight because if we raffle stomp this thing, the bailers will know something is up. Like we have to appear as weaker than we are to make them think that it's not a big deal. That it's just another group of idiots attacking the construct. If we do too well, that's gonna spark their interest, and then they might want to report it. So the point is we put the smoke up during the fight. They'll hear the noises. They'll hear us screaming. Presumably when we tear open the portal, we'll start screaming about running away or something like that. And then we'll slip in. The smoke will disappear, and they'll think we'll just run away. We'll have run away.
In that way, we should probably just do maximum damage. They can't
Yeah.
see us before the smoke spreads, right?
Well, yeah. Try to do as much damage as you can, but like I said, if you do, we can't do too well because that would be alarming to the bailer.
I mean, I think we're overthinking it a bit. Just set a few buildings on fire, pop smoke, blast a
Yeah,
hole in this
I
thing, and go
agree.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting, but yeah.
I've got a concerning question. Where are we finding these corpses?
Well, apparently that's too much. That's a bridge too far for the others. This is Bourbon. It would not be hard to find similar sized people to use as patsies, but I feel like that's been naysayed. So, so all we would do is scream about retreating before we jump into the portals. The smoke would disappear. The bailers would think we'd have run away, and that the attack was a failure, and then the construct would heal itself.
All right. I guess we just wait, right?
Okay.
Well, no, we shouldn't wait here because then the bailers, they've seen us walking around. We should probably wait some, out of their sight. But Echo, Testu, is there a way you can make the others able to see through give others blind sight?
That's not something in my toolbox.
Yeah. That's,
I don't think it's in
There's no way
anybody's.
that's
I don't.
possible.
Yeah, I don't think it's in anybody's toolbox. That's unfortunate. That would make things a lot easier.
That's when you guys feel the ground shake.
Oh, is it nighttime already?
They never said it's going to be here during the night. It patrols.
Well, my plan is to get here 10 minutes before it shows up and do a forbiddance on the area.
Okay.
I mean, she told you that would set off a lot of alarm bells.
It would set off a lot of alarm bells if someone was damaged by it.
No, she explicitly said it would. There's a lot of beings that would detect it, even if it's not damaging anybody.
Well, then how are we planning to fight this construct if we can't use any powerful magics?
Same way we fight
just
everything
can't
else.
use that magic.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
can't use that
Why?
specific magic.
No, like, for example, I can set it to be targeting Celestials. That's not going to raise an eyebrow. It's like, oh, hey, someone put a ward down against Celestials.
There are Celestials here. We were told that.
Orbit. I'm just, like I said, I'm just worried about raising too many alarm bells.
Well, the choices are alarm bells or deal with whatever reinforcement this thing pops out of
Well,
portals.
she said chain devils and babaos, which aren't too scary. It's just the amount of them. If he summons like 30 of them, that's one thing. But if he summons just a handful, they're not too dangerous. In fact, you could probably banish them back to wherever they came from pretty easily. Like chain devils and babaos are not scary.
Well, not too dangerous to you, but to some of us of the scaled persuasion, they getting in our face is not a pleasant situation.
Another impact strikes the ground. Something's coming closer.
I can just hear it.
Exactly.
Amber's gonna hide behind the crate.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just. I haven't seen Pacific Rim in a while. I gotta go rewatch that movie. It's like my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies.
The Netflix anime was actually pretty good.
Yep. The black.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, it was.
was actually decent.
It's very unbelievable though, because none of them said any Australian words.
Right.
Yes,
things
but
that
it's an
things that I can't say on Twitch.
Yeah, but it's an Australia overrun with horrible fleshy creature eating monsters. I mean, that's just real.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, also none of them said nar. But anyways,
Well, that's when you see the construct
uh,
just down the street. You guys have 5 minutes before it arrives. Are there any preparations I will go 10 minutes. Are there any preparations you guys want to fire off before it arrives?
So, last call. I can start doing a forbiddance now and get it out there. I think, it might raise some eyebrows, but it's not going to be out of the ordinary in a place like this.
I think it definitely be out of ordinary in a place like this, but it's Rose's call to make. This is her op.
All right, Rose,
Yeah,
what do you call?
I think we defer to her judgment here.
Forbiddance, no forbiddance. Make the call.
fine,
Rose?
do it. Yeah,
All right.
fine, do it.
So we're
Okay.
going to do forbiddance in the area. Awesome.
Just
Set to
Not-
no creatures.
yeah, no damage. Just preventing the warp or the gates opening in the area.
Yeah, it only prevents creatures from teleporting in, not out.
Okay.
So
Understood.
unless someone tries to teleport in, it's not, there's nothing there.
Understood.
I think
And
I was
yeah,
going to take a potion of heroism.
well, Testa, you should probably cast that like behind a crate or something. Not where the bailers can literally see you doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if you arrange this to happen so that the 10 minutes are up the moment that this thing arrives on the battle map, that's probably the best. So,
Yep, and it lasts a long time. So no
it
worries about
does, unless dispelled. Yep. So, and you use the 1,000 gold worth of rubies?
I think it's a
that.
bowl,
That's not
but,
consumed.
Okay, understood.
yeah, blah, 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 not Rose.
Yeah, Hallow consumes it. Forbiddance does not.
Understood.
Rose will also drink her last potion of heroism.
Okay.
10 temporary hit points.
You were warned that this thing inflicts terror that goes past immunity to fear.
Oh yeah, but
So-
also I got to do a long rest because I still have the temp HP from the aid spell I used during my session.
Understood.
So I'm back to 198. Wait, 238. Shoot, I gotta do some. I don't have a pen. Oh wait, no, I took a screenshot of because I was smart. Haha. Because I was Shadow Rose has base stats that it's gonna hard to keep track of.
Right?
But so I took a screenshot of Rose's character sheet without any of her crap on. So now I can remember it that way. So half of 238 is so 99 plus 20. So 119. So yeah, she has 119 hit points.
I'm also going to do 4 spells.
Okay.
I'm going to do a 9th level aid with Cartomancy on Testadinide, Ricard, and Aimer, so plus 40 max HP.
Okay.
And a level 5 on Brennan, Rose, and Echo, so plus 20 HP.
Yeah,
All right.
and over the oh yeah, that lasts forever. So that's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Is 20 for the 5th level guys?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I have bless from the thingy. from the heroism potion, and
I'm
Rose will
going
also
to
do
do a freedom of movement on Ricard.
Okay.
How long does that last again?
Freedom of movement.
That lasts for
1 hour.
An hour.
No hour. Okay.
Okay, so Rose will stand near the others and cast Peace Bond.
Warding bond.
Warning. I think is it called Peace Bond or Warding Bond? I forget.
Peace Bond, I believe.
It-
Warding Bond is
emboldening-
the spell that has damage.
Emboldening Bond. So yeah, and she's just gonna look at Brennan, Rickard, and and Amer. I don't know. I think Amer actually has a pretty good wisdom saving. Just say, okay, we don't know how this fear aura it has works, so try not to get hit by it. Because no, Amer has a pretty good save, so he has a good chance. She'll look at Rickard and Brennan and just be like, just try not to get hit by this fear aura.
And I'm going to drop a death ward on Rose, because you don't get to leave your responsibilities to this party that easily.
I don't plan to. Thank you.
Wait,
Alright.
isn't- The aura is just around the construct, right? How am I supposed to avoid that?
Throw bagels at it?
Put your sword
Am
on
I
a
supposed to
chain and
climb?
swing
Am I
it
supposed to
over your
climb
head.
onto the construct?
At some point, but hopefully, after we beat it up, it won't be so scary anymore. So maybe that's how it works.
So,
It's not something that shoots. It's just around it.
as it approaches, let's go ahead and have you guys, please. Let's roll for initiative. Hold on.
As it was coming, Rose would have climbed to the top of the roof here.
Okay.
Um,
Rose, hold on, Echo.
Well, and right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Echo.
Yeah. So who didn't get a bless?
Blessed
Did
by the
anybody
blessed
not get
spell.
a heroism? Who didn't get a heroism?
Who didn't get a potion of heroism?
Oh, I didn't.
All right, I'll cast bless on him.
They normally don't help Tessidene, so Tessidene's not running the heroism because he's the temp HP fountain.
yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, and you have a good wisdom
then-
save, anyways. So it should
Ricard
So-
could use bless as well. If
So,
you have it.
Echo, are you
Okay.
casting that from where you're at, or are you going to go over to where he is so you can cast Bless?
I can go over to where he is.
Okay.
Either way. And then
Because it only lasts for 10
I'm gonna
rounds.
yeah, and I'm gonna cast foresight on myself.
Okay.
Did you cast
I'm
bless on
Ooh, good.
Ricard?
Going all the way.
Yeah, I can cast bless on Ricard as well if he needs it.
Cool. Yep.
Gotcha.
And
Okay,
Tessidene
I'm
is
done.
going to pop, as the thing rounds the corner, get the old Twilight Sanctuary up.
Cool.
Ooh, nice roll.
Excuse me.
So
Awesome.
everyone should have 24 temp HP.
All right. So as it arrives, let's have you guys please. Let's roll for initiative as the Infernal Colossus of Bourbon arrives.
was going to be climbing the roof.
Yep.
So she's so
Cool. And
I can't move my token over the wall. So
all good. You want to be near the front edge?
yeah, just enough to be able to jump down when
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's and also she's gonna need Shadow Rose out too.
All right. So let me go ahead
How
and get
high
you.
are the walls?
Of that building, they are 15 feet high.
Not super. I'm guessing much shorter than the walls the Baylors
Yeah.
are guarding.
Right.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how high are those walls that the Baylors are guarding?
120 feet high?
Okay,
I
that's
was,
not
gonna
too
say,
bad.
I was gonna say Cheech levels, but 120 feet works well.
And Shadow Rose has 119 health.
Yes.
All right.
Let me just make sure my math is correct. 238 divided by 2. Yes, 119. Haha.
Understood.
English major.
There we go. Awesome. And my initiative is going to come in with advantage. I got a natural 20.
It just sprints past us.
Doesn't even notice us.
Yeah, just better luck next time, guys.
Enjoy, losers.
He'll be back in 4 hours.
We had a bit of lag. We see it on the horizon, and then it's on the other horizon.
Yeah.
Little known fact, it's the Flash.
Oh, man.
All right.
It
Well,
probably has a flash drive.
all right, Miss Rose, you see it arriving. What do you want to do?
I don't see anything on my screen. I don't know if it's lagging again. Is it on the map?
It is on the map. You should be able to see it at the bottom of the map.
It's at the bottom.
Yep, comes from south to north.
All right, so she's gonna just over the mind link tell the others, all right, pop the smoke, and she is going to hold her action.
Okay.
I gotta. Wait, no, it's a simulacrum, so I think it goes on the same turn as me. Let me double check.
Nope, it has its own initiative.
Does it have its own? Well, then in that case, I will roll for Shadow Rose, and her initiative is going to be the exact same thing.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
yeah. So I guess you could write Prime for main Rose. She got the 23, and Shadow Rose got the 14.
All right. All set.
And yeah, she is going to hold her action. She is going to prepare to cast Silence, but she's going to hold that.
Sure. After Sweet August Rose, we go to Echo Rex.
Okay, Echo's going to. I guess he's going to move up. You know, he's going to fly, so he wants to fly up 15 feet.
Okay. Put that in the little green circle there so we can track how high you are. Got it.
Okay. And then, can he not see over this building yet?
I can't break the line of sight issue there, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how tall is the construct, by the way?
65 feet tall.
Well,
So you would be able to see him over the building.
Oh yeah, easy. He's huge. Okay.
Yeah.
As you fly up 15 feet, he's going to be able to see you. So you know what? We can go ahead and do this. That's fine. We can go ahead and allow you guys to see through that. There we go. Is that better for you guys?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. How far away is he? Can I reach him? I might not be able to reach him yet. Oh, one more. We'll do one. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
Let's get things kicked off.
sure.
17 to hit, 29 to hit.
All right. So the 29 does hit. You will deal 4 damage there. He's resistant to all damage. He will suffer 6 damage from the second strike, and the 17 will miss as it splashes against a very hard section.
Hold on, I got one more. There we go. 17.
Yep, that will also miss.
Wait, you said he's resistant to all damage?
Resistant to all damage.
Okay. I'll need to crank it up a bit. Okay.
Do you have that that fire thing that makes it so that fire resistance goes away? The fire adept, I think it is, the feat.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
No, I can't. I can't get past his resistances. No.
Oh, okay. I was like, that'd be perfect, but I feel like that'd be a very Echo thing to have, like the fire damage.
I know. I'm a dragon warlock and a dragon sorcerer and a dragon wizard, but for whatever reason, it's not on my list of things.
Yeah, no, fair.
All right.
So I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop back down to the ground.
Okay.
I wonder if it's gonna
hopefully can't see
like-
me.
I wonder if it's gonna run through the building.
Probably.
All right. It becomes its turn. And it's going to move. And this thing moves scary fast as its movement is 60 feet.
I thought it lumbered slowly.
It does. It only moved it didn't even move how tall it is. It took 2 steps.
It's fast in the sense that it has very long strides.
All right. And so we are going to go ahead and, as you guys are standing there, it looks at you and is going to raise both arms and fire near you guys. We're going to target, I have 7 targets here that it sees.
You're gonna see us on the other side of the building. These walls don't give us
No.
any cover.
Aimer's actually hiding behind the crate right now.
So Amy's hiding behind the crate. I can see Sweet August Rose. I can see Ricard.
Rose is on the roof.
All right. So I can see 3 targets.
Unfortunately, this thing's running on Unreal 5, so it has destructible terrain.
All right.
That'd
So,
be kind of. I mean, I was kind of hoping it would just like charge straight through the building. That'd be freaking rad.
well,
Like-
it's going to take its attack actions first. So its attack actions are going to target first Ricard. Ricard, it raises 1 arm and fires at you. And as it does so, the magic that it fires crystallizes into an orange crystal. Does a 34 hit you, sir?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And so that's going to hit you for 18 piercing damage as you are impaled to the ground. Should you move, you will suffer 23 points of damage.
Okay, we'll call that 15 damage due to Heavy Armor Master.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget your temp HP.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. And then I'm going to fire 2 blue crystals at Sweet August Rose, not Shadow Rose.
That's perfect.
So
Ooh, that's not.
a 25
Yes.
to strike you.
That misses.
Okay. The second shot, but the blue crystal does end up near you, so we'll put the blue crystal there.
The 35 does hit.
All right, and so you're going to be impaled by a blue crystal. You'll suffer 21 points of damage and 17 additional should you choose to move.
21 points of damage. And 17 additional piercing. Okay.
If you move.
If I move.
Correct. All right. That is the extent of its turn. The Baylors begin laughing. Aimer.
So we're gonna make this saucy, Eric.
Yes, sir.
So I'm planning on doing a performance check and then a sleight of hand, just so you're aware.
Okay.
What Aimer's gonna do is he's gonna scream and run to right there using his movement and bonus action.
Okay.
And he's gonna scream like he's afraid.
Okay.
And he's going to like fake a fall. And as he does, pop open the smoke bottle.
Okay. Over smoking bottle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Would you like rolls on those?
There's no roll to it. It just
But it was more the performance, is because
Understood.
I faked a trip. I acted afraid. I don't know if the Baylors are paying that close of attention or just laughing at the the actions at hand.
understood.
And then slipping open the bottle when as he's falling to
Gotcha. All
make
right.
it look fake.
So go ahead and roll your performance check.
All right. It's a little more fun this way.
Sure. Awesome. So as it billows forth, we are going to install some permanent darkness in this area.
The sleight of hand while I fell to make it look like an accident, or make it look like I wasn't actively doing that. The 34.
Okay, that's a bad circle, guys. Just a sec.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Aimer.
We're going to fix that. All right.
Aimer.
There is a circle tool.
Yeah, but not for the permanent darkness, which is weird that they don't have that.
Yeah, it is weird.
All
It
right.
was a breezy painting of a black circle.
Wow, shade thrown. You don't have to be that mean,
You
Ricard.
mean it's adorable and it makes you smile? Yeah, I agree. It's also.
You're gosh darn right.
All right, there you go, sir.
So, just putting in the rules for
Is it
Yeah, the-
it's 60 feet radius. I'm sorry.
60-foot radius. Damn, yeah,
It's big, yeah.
yeah. I can't see Testu's circle.
So
I don't-
huge.
Yeah.
And the circles aren't showing.
Yeah, something's going on with roll
No,
20.
1 second. There we go.
Boom. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's gonna cause some interface issues.
Hamer's doing a high pitched scream, by the way, like of
Yeah.
a noble lady. That's part of his performance.
Yeah,
Understood.
no, it's not like pitch black. You are blinded. It's everything is heavily obscured, as if you're blinded.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I put the rules for heavy obscurement in the thing. It's because
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's a well-known fact that D&D 5e obscurement rules are not the best.
Correct.
They result in a lot of weird interactions because they're not worded very good. But
Yep.
Relative to third edition, not a problem.
yeah,
All right. Anything else, Amer?
That is my entire action economy.
Sweet. Then we are going to go to Ricard von Karth.
I think Rose's shadow goes before me, right?
You're correct.
14, yeah.
You're correct. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Miss Shadow Rose.
Shadow Rose is. Yeah, I gotta think. Is you know what? No holding back. Shadow
Guys cannot
Rose.
see right now.
Yeah, it's smoky. Shadow Rose is going to run along the roof. She's going to cast Shield of Faith on herself as an action.
Okay.
And then she is going to leap down right here. And as a bonus action, she is going to patient defense and use a key point. You know what? I'm going to need a piece of paper. So she's going to use a key point. I gotta go get a piece of paper so I can write down what she uses because she doesn't get anything back. So that is what she's doing for this turn, and she's getting ready to attack. Actually, she's right next to it. She's a melee.
Okay. As she got within 15 feet of it, it will take its first opportunity attack and swing. As you provoke an opportunity attack as you approached it. And I will swing at Sweet August Rose with a 29.
So with the Shield of Faith, she is at 26 according to this. Is that right? No, she's at 21 plus. I think it's 20. It should be 23.
Okay.
I don't know why it says 24 when I took everything off. I believe it's 23. So yeah, that hits.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I always put like all the breakdown for these big numbers in the bio somewhere, so I can just quick reference it.
Yeah. So well, the thing is, she's had this ability for a long time, but she's never actually used it in battle because I thought it was kind of strong. So I was like, oh, you know, it's off doing other things. So I never really needed its combat stats.
Sure.
Yeah, that hits. So it
Right.
takes how much?
20 damage.
Okay, and it was in Testu's circle, so it still has temp HP left.
Okay.
And that is it for that turn.
All right. Ricard von Karth.
I will be right back.
Sure.
Ricard is now blinded by the smoke
Yes.
after getting impaled in the legs by these red crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, ah! And he's like reaching back into the boxes around him, and he's trying to find whatever he can to just throw at the column.
Okay. With disadvantage. Gotcha.
So I would assume he would find some like 1d4
Sure.
improv weapons.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, he's just gonna chuck 3 like chunks of wood or whatever he finds nearby him at the column.
Absolutely. You break apart a crate and throw chunks of wood. All right. So the 14 hits the ground, the 17 hits the ground, and 17 hits the ground.
Yep.
Or 16.
I
on
think
the
it will be
last
that
one.
effective.
Yep.
You have bless.
That's true. I do have bless. Double bless, actually.
I will
Can I
tell you,
get-
it will not matter.
Okay.
Unless you have some way to get double bless, which is not a thing.
He does touch
I do have double bless.
A 33
Bless and
Well, it's with
Golden
disadvantage because he's blinded. So right now he's got a 14 on the first throw.
Oh, I see.
which could be a 22 if I hit double
Yep.
bless.
So that won't hit. The 17
Okay.
could hit theoretically.
Okay, so we'll do 4d4 to get 2d4 for the 17 and the 17.
Okay.
Big money, no money, stop.
All right, so the first one would have been 4 plus the 17, correct?
Yeah, 21.
That one misses.
23.
The 23 will also miss.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you should be able to
Smoke
move
is a bad
though,
idea, guys.
because you have freedom of movement.
Yep.
But if I move, I'll take damage, I believe, is how
Correct.
it works.
So
Yeah,
if
you're
you
not
have movement, then-
restrained. You just will
It-
take piercing damage if you move.
It's like booming blade, basically.
Yep. So instead, I'll use my bonus action to chug a potion of invulnerability. That'll be it for my turn.
Understood. Cool. Test of dinner day.
Test Identity is going to move up, and I should have done this earlier, but I guess I'm going to be doing it now. He is going to first. He is going to reach down this stone cube that he pulls from his belt and cast Conjure Elemental for an Earth Elemental.
All right. Let me go ahead and grab Earth Elemental. And how many hit points does the Earth Elemental have?
126.
Okay. 1 second.
Ah, that's why. Okay. Yeah, so it's not 24, it is 23. So I was correct, yes. I forgot Rose's clothes.
There you go.
And do you want it to do initiative or just have it go after me?
It would go after you. It's just
Wall
easier.
of stone shape,
Okay.
just sounds good. Death stone.
And then that was his action. Testinity is going to use his bonus action to cast Sanctuary on himself.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw what happened to the others getting spiked and giving me flashbacks to Wrath of the Lich King rating.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else?
Nope, he's just pondering, like, he's hearing Ricard flailing around in there, and he's thinking he's probably going to have to go break him out of there for him to get into the fight.
All right.
The Earth Elemental is, because it has Tremor Sense, not functionally blinded, and it is going to dash up.
Okay. Understood.
And done.
Cool. And it is 20 feet away from the construct, so I cannot attack it yet. All right. So, after Test for Dinner Day, we go to Brennan Thamior.
So let's see. I'm gonna move one space over, so that's 5. And 10.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna climb.
Sure.
That's
Because
my
you have Spider
cloak.
Clam, right?
Yeah, 15 feet.
Yes, sir.
So
And from there, near the top of the
25
building,
feet.
you can see its head sticking up out of the smoke.
okay. All right. So I have enough to climb back down as well, which is what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
But while I'm up here, I'm gonna try to attack this thing.
Okay.
Brendan doesn't know about resistance, and to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what
Sure.
he's resistant to all damage. Brendan will try to put Hunter's Mark on it. See
Okay.
if that works.
That will work.
Okay. And for now, he's just going to attack.
Okay.
But Brendan's gonna stay in the walkie-talkie. If things get sketchy, I can try the oath bow, but I don't know if it's gonna be resistant or not.
Well, keep in mind, after we kill this thing, we're gonna have to deal with
Yes,
whatever
I
that
know.
lady has.
I know, that's why I asked earlier. But if it gets really bad, oh geez.
Oh, jeez.
I'll,
Rick.
Oh,
I'll
geez,
use a,
and dead.
yeah,
You're
I'll
gonna
use a
luck?
lucky point.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do a lucky point, see if I can do better.
Sure.
Not much better. Oh my gosh.
The
Alright.
17 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna take another shot then.
Yes, sir.
I mean, do you? Because Rose is next to it. You have pack tactics, right?
Oh,
yes. So that would have been with advantage. So Go ahead and just re-roll the first attack there. So we'll say the 17 was the re-roll. The 30 is the first shot for the first roll for the second shot. So go ahead and
Okay.
re-roll to check for crit on the second shot.
No.
Okay.
29.
All right. So a 30 will pierce it.
Okay.
If you find a joint where the arrow can actually do some damage. And you're going to deal 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 2. Sorry. Total damage. Sorry. Total damage here would be 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. Plus 5 is 31. Cut down to 15.
Okay. And at the end of the turn, he's going to use the rest of his movement to climb. Well, he can hang out in the side of the building. He's just going to go down like 5 feet to be obscure so he can't be seen.
Understood?
He's pushing himself right against the wall, if that helps.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. Miss Rose.
Okay, Rose is going to cast the Infinite Slayer.
Ooh.
So here is the Wisdom roll. She did not drink a potion of advantage, so it's just a normal roll.
Do we kill everybody? No. Okay.
No. So
Damn.
so she
GM
has
one
all
of these days is going to get that to fire off.
I mean, I do everything in my power to make sure. I mean, if I wanted to kill a city, I would just like teleport Ricard into like a place full of peasants, and then throw the dagger at him, and then run away. Like honestly, that like after like 60 kills, like 60 people with that thing, he just can't miss anymore, and he would like just become unstoppable until someone like uses magic. But anyways,
away!
yeah, it'd basically be that. But so the crystal that's impaling me, it hasn't moved, it hasn't done anything.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So she drew the dagger. With her action, she is going to spend 4 key points to activate Empty Body.
Okay.
And so she goes invisible. I don't know if that matters to Mr. Construct Man.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. So she has resistance to all damage except force now. So she is going to move 5, 10. So she'll take the. How much was it? It was scrolling up.
Yeah, I'll just re-roll it. That's fine. It's faster.
Well, I think it was 17
17.
piercing.
Gotcha.
So half of 17 is 8.
Yes, sir.
So she'll take 8 piercing.
And the moment you move away from it, the barb of it causes the crystal to shatter. And as it shatters, you feel a surge of magical energy right there.
Oh, that's annoying. Does the forbiddance prevent it from the portal from opening,
know.
or well, hopefully it does. Okay, so she'll communicate that over to the others. Shattering the crystals opens some sort of portal, and then she is going to move. No, she already moved 10. Jump off the roof. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And she will attack with Cast the Infinite Slayer.
Okay.
Okay. Well, actually, I guess.
You did approach it, so you're within 15 feet. So.
Oh wait, no, I can't attack it because I used my action for. I had to do an unarmed attack. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's gonna reaction attack me. Go ahead, go
Yes,
for
sir.
it.
Swing.
I'm invisible. Does that matter?
It does, but not for him because he has tremor sense.
Well then, yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
The 37 will go take 37 points of damage, I believe.
yes.
A 30 to hit you should hit for 37. Cut in half to 18.
18. Okay, so I forgot. I used my action to beyond. I have to do a key field attack, so it has to be an arm strike.
Okay.
Here we go. That misses,
Okay.
and that is it for her turn.
Understood. Echo Rex.
Okay, Echo's going to fly pretty much ground level to here. And then he's going to dash to here. So he's still around the corner. He shouldn't have line of sight. He's going to use a wish to cast Spirit Shroud at the 8th level.
Okay.
And he's done.
Okay. As Echo Rex enables his Spirit Shroud, we go to the Infernal Colossus. And the Infernal Colossus is going to target some people that he can reach. Well, there's only 2 people he can reach right now. So,
Shadow Rose is patient defensing. Just pointing that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And the Earth Elemental's right there.
yeah,
I think that's out of
unfortunately,
his reach. Yeah.
the Earth... Oh, wait, but Echo Rex is the one who smashed him. He hasn't been damaged by anybody else?
Brennan did a little bit of damage.
That's
I think.
true.
Yeah.
Brennan did. So we're going to go ahead and see who we're going to go after here, who we're going to move towards. So 1d8, 1d8. So target number 1. Crunch, 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 crunch. As we move 60 feet through the building to there.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's so nice. Okay.
All right.
It falls through the portal. The fight's over.
No. Sweet August Rose and Shadow Rose can both take opportunity attacks. Should they choose to.
Yes, they will both do so. Main Rose with Cass. Let's see if that hits. Maybe.
A 21 does not. I believe you have bless though.
Double blast.
Oh, I do have double bless. I should have been using that earlier. I forgot. So roll.
How close are you to Aimer? 30 feet?
30.
Yeah. All right. Yep, that will strike
29.
you. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So 12 damage.
Down to 6.
And then Shadow Rose will do a little pew.
Punch, punch, punch.
A 26. Does she have bless?
Jesus. She does.
It doesn't matter. She hit.
Okay, I was about to say, God damn it.
Put a card here or something?
Ooh,
You'll
good hit.
deal 8 damage there.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I do have creatures in the future for you guys that do have ACs of much higher, but this guy at 26 easily hits.
okay, so I guess Main Rose will experimentally try a stunning strike. It's probably not going to work, but
He's immune to stun.
yeah, I figured. Okay, so that's another key point down.
Yep. As it approaches you, Ricard, it's going to swing at you and with its mighty claws. The first one of these, Ricard, will be a 21 to strike you. Oh, wait, you can't see it. That's 28.
No, your AC is too higher because you're in my aura.
Yeah, so Ricard can't see it, but somehow the aura just slightly deflects it out of the way.
Awesome. So, the second swing upon you, sir. Uh-oh. Is going to be a critical strike, sir.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
I'm going to silvery barbs that because I can see the creature.
Yeah, his right arm is sticking out of the cloud.
Okay. Sticking
Yeah,
out of the cloud. I thought you were at ground level, so you couldn't be seen.
The building was smashed, wasn't it?
Part of it, but he's behind the wall that didn't get smashed.
Yeah, I can't see it. Okay. I told y'all smoke's a bad idea, guys.
He has advantage?
He has advantage because
Yes,
Ricard
because of the
can't see it
smoke.
because of the smoke.
The smoke's
So
a
whenever-
bad idea.
Just to do a check here, the
Yes, sir.
construct, whenever it was trying to decide who to attack, it was rolling between all of us, right? Because it could see all of us.
It knew where Echo Rex was because of the attack he had done. So he could have gone after Echo Rex as a target. He could have gone after Ricard because he could see Ricard and had attacked him already. Because he's taller
Ricard
than the
was
smoke.
obscured by the smoke, though.
Well, he's got tremor sense. He ignores the smoke.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's the
Sounds
only
good to
one.
me then.
we're the only ones that have disadvantage. He has
Yeah,
no
but
disadvantage
like I
in this
said,
fight.
if they see us just crack it open and go into the portal, they're going to report that
Yeah,
to
the
the
Baylors don't know anything
they're
other
not-
than this thing
they're
is
gonna-
going in there and wrecking house.
Yeah.
They're not going to see him kick our ass. Is what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, that's just something we're going to have to live with because, like, if they see us go into it with and like succeed, they're going to be like, oh shit, someone broke into it and went into the portal, like, and they'll
Well, we'll
report it.
find
My thought
out.
was crack him open and then pop the smoke. I mean, you don't have to pop the smoke before you crack
Well,
him open.
I mean, that was
I think everyone's overthinking it. Let's
Yeah.
just go.
We're going to go ahead and just go ahead with where we're at. So,
I just wanted to make sure the line of sight stuff was
yeah,
correct. But yeah, I'm taking a shit ton of damage. How much is it, Eric?
95, sir, but cut in half because of your potion of invulnerability. So that's
Correct.
only going to be 42.
42 minus the temp HP.
Yep, still very healthy. Still very
Okay.
healthy.
Yeah.
And that is the second swing that he did on you. And then he is going to use his bonus action to
All right.
erupt crystals. And so the crystals will break. You are now free of the crystals. So the blue crystal will form another portal. And that comes here. And next to Ricard, an orange portal appears, which is so much fun. All right.
So it does this feel like anything to Ricard? What
You
is
are no
happening to
longer
Ricard right now?
impaled. You are the crystal just shatters, and you feel a wave of magical energy all over you. You felt this before. It's like a portal. Nothing comes out of the portals.
It just looks like it's on fire, so I wanted to check.
Yes, sir. Indeed. All right, Aimer, what would you like to do?
Aimer will. I'll use half my movement to stand up, and I will reach into my bag and drink a potion of flying.
Oh, cool. That'd be fun.
Actually, take the back. Aimer would have no idea this thing actually has tremor sense, so he would not know to do that. So
Understood.
That's just a little too meta there, you know.
Yes, sir.
So he'll stand up, and he will steady aim,
Very well.
so that didn't actually move anywhere.
Right.
And he will booming blade the big boy.
All right. You do not have advantage because advantage, disadvantage, but you do get sneak attack because you have allies next to it.
I have blind sight.
You have blind sight. Disregard.
Yeah, that's part of the reason smoke bottle works well for him.
Awesome.
And so it will. Oh yeah. Well, no, I have double blast, so I can be a little greedy. Ha ha. Let the greed flow through you.
All right. So with super advantage, you swing your sword and you will critically strike, sir.
Nice.
Which
So
it
that
turns
would
into
be-
a regular hit because it's got an adamantine shell.
Oh, that's just fucking rude. But now that I know that, I have ways around that too.
Yes, sir.
But so I guess it'll be 35 damage then, if you just want to take it like that.
Sure. You
If
can
I
take
hit with
35.
70. Yeah, we'll just do like that. Immer says, realizing his blade did not sink in as much as it should, I'll use my free object interaction to pull out Glimmer Cry of the Forsaken, and that's where I will end my turn.
Nice. Okay. Miss Rose.
Shadow Rose is
Shadow Rose.
going to move right here.
Okay.
I don't think this counts as flanking with anybody.
No.
No. All right, and then, so she will attack.
Cool. And because she has blind sight, she also has normal swings here.
Well, she's outside the smoke.
But she's outside the smoke. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless, she has blind sight. So.
She doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't. I thought that was a feature that you had.
Main Rose has blind sight with the dagger.
Understood.
Shadow Rose only has normal dark vision.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the 30
super-
does strike.
Super dark vision, but still dark vision. 2. Come on, give me a crit. And then bonus action attack. Nope. So for the second attack, 2d4. Does a 24 hit
It
with the second attack?
Does not.
Okay, so
All right.
so 10 damage.
Yep. So 17
No,
cut in
I'm
half
sorry.
to 8, and then 4, so total 12.
12. Yeah, I can do math. And that is it for her action.
Okay. Ricard von Karth.
Okay, so question. I have always on spider climb. Can I run up this construct?
Sure.
Okay, so
As long as
if
you're
I,
able to beat its athletics check to do so, because it's not going to try to let you.
fair enough.
But yeah, as you attempt to climb up it, the check you need to beat is going to be a 14. Yeah, you run up it.
Okay, so if I run 40 feet straight up on this guy, am I out of the smoke?
The smoke extends 60 feet.
Right, but it's a sphere, so I think it's less than 60 feet tall
We
on
got
the edge over here.
we got to bust out the calculus.
I'm fine with that.
Where exact that dome is.
I'm fine with that.
Or just move over, over here to the right.
Up to you.
No, I want to be on him.
Yep, you're on him. You would still be on him if you moved over there. But yeah.
Yeah, I am on his body now, and I'm going to start slicing away with Star Shatterer, which does ignore crit immunity. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
hope.
Let's see.
It should be straight rolls.
Yes, sir. All right. So you're going to need bless on the first one of that.
And emboldening bond, if you need it.
He's not within 30 feet of anybody once he goes up 40.
Oh, that's right. He went
That's
up
fair.
40. Yeah.
So the 23 will miss. The 25 will hit, dealing 6 damage. All right. And then the 14 is cut down to 7. Gotcha.
Okay, let's see. Anything for my bonus action here? He's definitely immune to fear, so that's it for my turn.
Okay. Testu Diniday.
Let's see. I was gonna run up and slap a bandage on Ricard, but now he's all the way up there.
How big is your aura? Am I out of the aura now?
30 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just outside of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and climb that.
You can run underneath its feet. I think that would get a lot of us. Actually, no, not really. God, this thing is fat.
EHAT.
I guess I can get to here and cover. Jeez. Nope, I'm staying out of the smoke, taking the dodge action, while the Earth Elemental is going to move to flank
Okay.
and attack twice at advantage.
Okay. Why does it attack with advantage?
It's flanking with me.
Oh, correct. Yep, you're good.
It needs the advantage.
The 27 will hit it for 5 damage.
Huzzah!
Indeed.
I'm helping. And done.
Cool. And after Testu, we go to Brennan.
Is Tetsu going to take the dodge action?
He did.
Yeah, he took the.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah. Brennan's gonna move 5, 10, 15. How tall is this?
That's going to be a lower building. That one's only 10 feet high.
Ah. Okay. So
Yeah, that's a tavern.
It was a tavern.
okay.
As long as there's no window.
Yeah. So that's my full movement, and I still have line of sight on his shoulder.
Okay.
So see if we can attack and get him.
Amer, what's the walkie-talkie called? The actual ability?
Psychic whispers.
All right, the snake bite shoots and hits.
All right. And there are folks around. I'm going to try for a crit. I'm just going to perpetually be doing that.
Of course, as you should.
All right.
All right, so that's going to deal 8 plus 2 is 10, so 14 plus 2 is 16. You'll suffer 8 damage.
All right. And we'll try again.
Sure.
You're chipping away at this thing.
Here. That one misses.
You do have bless, I believe. Nope.
I do. I do,
Okay.
actually.
Regardless, the 29 hits.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I realized that after that first go around.
All good. So that's going to be 15 plus 7 is 22, 22 plus, you don't get the 5 the second time. So that's going to be 11 plus 5, so 16. He takes 8 damage.
Okay. That's going to be Brennan's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
As your arrows do hit it and begin scratching in its joints, you're hoping to jam something. Miss Rose Reel, as we start turn 3 here.
Rose Prime, yeah, she is going to hop onto the Earth Elemental's back and start attacking this guy. Is she flanking with Testu, or do I have
Yes.
to like be on the ground level? Okay, just checking. So here we go. Shift. No, Elven accuracy.
And maybe I should have the Earth Elemental go underneath it, so then everyone on it flanks it.
Whew, that was close. Does that hit?
Oh,
27?
a 27 does hit, yes, sir.
Okay.
Trying to
Alright,
arrange
15.
everything for you guys here.
15 damage with the dagger, and then here are the other
Okay,
attacks.
so he will suffer 7.
And then the other attacks will be unarmed attacks. Come on. Oof.
Okay, you have at least a +1 from Bless there.
Yep.
So that will hit. Its AC is 25.
And then arm strike. And Rose will flurry blows for 1 more.
Okay. That will hit as well. How much damage should we deal from those? So
Nice.
7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. Pow, pow, pow.
And then another tick on cast. There we go.
Sure.
Boop.
Awesome.
Boop.
Cool. After Miss Rose, anything else, sir?
That is it for her turn.
All right. Echo Rex, what would you like to do, sir?
Echo's going to move to here, and then to here.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to subtly cast an 8th level Scorching Ray.
All right, so you consume some sorcery points, and you're doing Scorching Ray. Awesome.
That's right. And then I'm going to do these slow, so if I miss one, they should all be with advantage. If I missed one, then we'll roll bless for it.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on, I got to fix something. It's not rolling for some reason.
There've been a lot of weird little glitches. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I hate what they've been doing lately.
Let's go. I'm gonna go scream at Dan to fix everything and make everything better, like he always does.
Here we go.
He's been
with
busy
advantage.
this week.
31.
Yes, sir. There are 2 hits. The 23 is going to miss unless you get a 2 on your bless. That one missed.
Okay.
Well, you're within 30 feet of Shadow Rose, so you also have Peace Bond.
So
So
that would hit. Okay. Gotcha. So
but you can only use Peace Bond once per turn. So
all right. So that hits.
Okay.
So that's going to be all 4 hits so far. Ooh.
Yes.
Yep. No, 24 does not hit. That one hits. That one's also a hit. As your scorching rays are burning into it, we can keep going.
That's 8 hits.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. Come on.
All right, so going down the list here, because we reduce each of these by half because they're each an individual damage source. We're going to deal 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. 22 plus 4 is 26. 26 plus 8 would be 34. 34 plus 8 would be 42 points of damage, sir.
Did you count the fire too, I guess?
Yes, sir. Fire damage and fire elemental affinity damage.
And here is the Spirit Shroud.
Okay. All right, and we'll just take half of that. So, total of 46 damage from the Spirit Shroud.
Nice. That was like 90 damage.
Yep, and then Echo's going to quicken a 7th level Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And so
Let's run it back.
So you already used the Boldening Bond. You can't use that anymore. It's once per turn, but the Bless still applies.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that was only once per turn.
Yeah, the Boldening Bond is only once per turn.
All right, we're doing good, doing good, doing good. Yep, keep going.
Ooh, crit.
There's a crit in there.
Well, I don't think it matters if it has.
Right,
advantage
it's immune to the
over.
crit. Right. So, it's just going to count as a hit. All right.
Is that 8 hits?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right. Cool. Well, looks like you were hitting the crit damage button, so I'm gonna have to do the math here real quick.
Just
Give me a
one.
sec.
Yeah, for the first one.
Right,
Let's do
so-
the first one, yeah.
So that's gonna be, well, it ignores crits, so it's gonna be 12 cut down to 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 plus 4 is 26. 26 plus 7 is 33. 33 plus 7 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. All right, so 44 damage there. And Spirit Shroud, please. And I would wager that you actually don't have enough dice to do this, even in real
Oh,
life.
actually, I don't know. I'm probably close.
Yeah,
I'm
these are
probably close.
like this is Shadowrun exalted dice numbers. Yeah.
This is that
Yeah, but-
time a truck carrying a load of dice spilled across a highway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't have rolled all the attacks at the same damage at the same time, but I do have enough for the Spirit Shroud.
24 dice sets. Yeah, I have enough in my dice box somewhere, but
I've got a
it's-
ton. Yeah, I've got a ton of those.
I love them. All right. Click, clack, math rocks. Anything else, sir?
Echo's done. Hopefully that's some damage.
It's a significant amount of damage.
I'm playing D&D Hunter.
Resistant bastard. I'm done.
It was like a tile and a half of damage. That's definitely significant.
Jesus, this thing.
All right. You guys are level 20. I don't want to hear it. You guys need challenges.
Hey, no, I'm
I
not
don't think we're
complaining.
complaining. Yeah.
Yeah, this party is my challenge.
Yeah.
All right. It becomes the Infernal Colossus's turn. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, I can reach Echo Rex. I should have attacked him when he came in.
I
was
think
waiting on it.
yeah, everyone except Testu has damaged this thing. So
Right.
yeah.
So, it's
Excuse you, I get credit for my Earth Elemental.
indeed. The only person I can't easily reach is Brennan, but Brennan did shoot at me. So I'm going to choose 1d8. 1d8. Who am we going to go after? Target number 1, which is Brennan.
Of course.
Of course. Which is going to
Just
really
thank
suck
you.
for this guy. This is going to be actually really beneficial for you guys. So we're going to start by moving to here, which provokes opportunity attacks from Sweet August Rose and Earth Elemental, should they choose to take them.
Rose will definitely take it.
Earth Elemental will certainly take.
No, it's once per round, and the round is not. Oh wait, no. Wait, no, yeah, never mind. The round is it hasn't reset, so no. So she will attack.
Okay,
So 33,
that will hit. How hard did you strike it?
15, so 7
Yes, sir.
or 8, 7 or 8, something like that. I don't know. Math is hard.
Understood. Then we go to here. Aimer, would you like to take your opportunity attack, sir?
Yes, I will take it with Glimmer here. It's just gonna be.
Oh, does Sentinel apply?
That's what I was about to say. Sentinel his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have advantage at the moment.
He might miss.
It's like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, please.
But I have a plus 15 and plus. Oh, I hit.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not going anywhere.
So it'll be
Nice.
13 points of damage.
Understood. As you prevent him from going after Brennan, he's
Thank
still
God.
going to target Brennan.
You can shoot him though.
He's going to shoot him. All
Did he
right.
move over 1 step?
He would have provoked, so he is here. Yeah.
Okay, so Ricard would have moved with him, I think.
Correct.
I think. Oh, how does that work?
Yeah, I don't know
No,
the
it doesn't
mechanics of
matter.
that.
He has to do the move in order to provoke the opportunity attack. And then his speed is reduced to 0. And he has moved 3 spaces, so you're there, Ricard.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So now that I can't get to Brennan, I'm not going to focus all 3 of my shots. We're going to simply attack from here. So 3D. Oh gosh, who's in range? Everybody's in range. So 3D8. Roll 3D8. Who am I going to shoot at with my crystals? My crystals. And the forbiddance is preventing all my reinforcements from coming out. All right, so crystals
That's a good
coming.
call.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
first one.
Tetsu's prep work is like, that's my contribution to the fight. You're welcome.
All right, so Brennan, he shoots a crystal at you, and does a 20 hit you?
Yep, 20 hits.
All right, you're going to suffer 23 piercing damage as you are impaled by an orange crystal.
Okay.
All right. So let me put the orange crystal over there for you here. Orange crystal from Brennan goes there. All right, and then target number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the Earth Elemental. He's going to shoot a blue crystal at the Earth Elemental. And with the 33, I'm going to impale the Earth Elemental for 17 piercing damage.
Is it magical?
It is a magic effect, yes, sir. It is a crystalline magic that impales there. And then the last one would be Sweet August Rose Prime. There's Rose. A 21
Okay.
to strike you.
It misses.
All right, the crystal lands next to you. Understood?
So, okay.
All right. That is the Infernal Colossus' turn. We go to Aimer Shastina.
Justina. Let's see. Oh, I'll do this. Well, I guess I will. What do I want to do? I'll move 5 feet forward. Since it escaped me, I will use my bonus action to drink a potion of advantage.
Okay. That's the
then
second push off your belt, right?
I have a 4-slot belt. No, I never drank a first one.
Okay.
Remember, I thought it was too meta.
Understood.
So, yeah. That would have been for my bag anyway, but yeah, too meta. And then I will stab at thee.
Cool.
Oh, I crit again.
It does look like a flaming crown. But this is a glimmer.
That's
And this
actually kind of-
ignores it.
This is Glimmer Cry the Forsaken, which ignores adamantine.
It does. So,
So,
Very nice.
it's going to be the 74 damage, right?
no, that's
Average
the
higher.
critical. So 48 plus 74, so it's 132 minus cut in half
All right.
to 100 to 66.
Understood. 66 points of damage dealt with your strike, sir.
Have at thee, swine! And Amer's yelling things in a feminine voice. Just being a distraction, essentially.
Indeed.
Between screaming in absolute, like, dismay to, like, almost being, like, dual personality. And that
Sure.
will be, Amer's turn.
Cool. Miss Rose.
Shadow Rose will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, right there is fine. I don't think I've actually, you know what? 25, 30, 35, 40. Does that count with Aimer? Or do I have to-
Yeah,
do I have to move
it
up?
does. Yeah.
Okay, so and she will start punching.
We'll count that wall as having been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's kind of rampaging, so
Yeah.
I gotta admit that fire portal on top of his head does look really.
It does look really cool and
badass.
convenient. Yeah.
Like I think that's screen. Well, the little portals. Like if you could, I guess after the fight, delete the little portals and then just.
We
take a
can
picture.
remove them for a moment. Sure. There you go. You guys want to take your screenshots? There you go. Take your screenshots. I'll move the counter off the,
Oh, wait,
out of the
I
way as
can't-
well. There you go.
Oh no! Oh, I think I broke something. Ah.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. So Shadow Rose will be punching.
Okay. Punch.
Punching. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
1. Wow, that's really bad. 2. Wow, I am rolling terribly. 3.
Well, they
Okay,
haven't
I'm
come
turn-
through on our screen yet.
Yeah,
There they
There
are.
you go.
it's laggy.
I asked Dan to beat up D&D Beyond, and he said he was going to. I'm just kidding.
Understood.
I think he's asleep.
So
So
all three of those will hit because of. Actually, I don't
No,
think she's
second
within
dis-
30 feet, is it? She?
she does have bless, but how close is Testy? Let me see.
Yeah, you're good.
Testy.
All right.
Yeah, so she can't miss. Yeah, with the 2.
Right.
All right. So 1. Nothing's happening. I'm hitting the button. There we go.
All right. So that's going to be 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 6. It's going to be 21 points of bludgeoning damage as she pummels this entity. You guys
Oh, yeah,
are
I
making
just-
some headway.
Is it hollow? So is it making like a ringing noise when we hit this thing?
It's solid.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it is not hollow whatsoever.
Yeah,
You're
so-
denting it, but it's a massive construct, and there's not airspace in there. This is not fluff.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll hamstring it somehow.
All right.
You see,
I mean, I just pictured it was powered by like a thin shell over, several million gerbils.
You don't want me to do that. Because a million gerbils will wipe this party. Just saying.
Hey, a million gerbils and a colossus is just the upgraded version of 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Indeed. All right. So, after Shadow Sweet August Rose, we go to Ricard Von Karth.
I just remembered I have 4 attacks, not 3 now. So I'm going to be doing that from now.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing away. Do 4 attacks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay. So, we ignore critical strikes, but it still applies the effect. So it's going to be vulnerable here.
I think Star Shatter ignores
Star
that.
Shatters ignores adamantine.
Understood. So that's going to be 24 on the first strike. So let's go ahead and just do that there. All right. And then we've got 26 cut down to... Oh, no, it's vulnerable now, right? So
Yep.
that's going to be 32. Sorry, 13. 13 is doubled to 26. So 26 there. Then
Resistance,
36.
though, isn't it? Does it just nullify the resistance, or does it actually?
It actually makes it vulnerable.
Yeah, it makes it
Oh,
vulnerable.
ooh.
Yeah, it. Yeah, this thing once it gets that crit. Yeah, that's why. I mean, Rose didn't want to give it up for a reason, but she knew that Rickard would be a better wielder of it.
All right. So, Ricard, you have struck your Star Shatterer into this thing and caused it to be vulnerable to slashing damage
And piercing.
And piercing. Yeah.
and piercing damage. All right. Anything else, Ricard? Now's the time if you want to use that.
Let's run it back. Action surge.
Fire damage.
No. Man. Yeah, see, he just needed to get his footing, like he was, punched in the face, he was off balance, but once he's got his footing, he just cutting pieces off this thing.
All right. So, the first swing is going to deal 32 damage here. And you are you're not flanking right now. So the 19
Oh, these are straight rolls.
misses. The 21.
Star Shatterer sets the AC to 0 for all of his attacks
Good
by
call.
Star Shatterer.
Yep. All right. So that's going to be 22, and then 34.
Last strike will miss though, right?
Yep. The last strike is a
One.
natural 1.
Holy smoke! That's bananas.
Uh huh.
And I'm going to use this opportunity to do my blind side as well to add a 96 one of these hits.
Okay. Sure. We'll add an additional 20. An additional 50 damage there.
Jesus.
Ow.
Damn, that was like
Rickard?
2 blocks.
Yeah, I'm imagining like he's just like standing on the shoulder of this thing, just like slicing into the joint there and just like cutting it away.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does, he's kind of like sliding down the back of the creature, and he's going to slide down into range of Testu's aura.
Yep.
Temp HP at the end of his turn, and that'll be it.
Wise choice.
Oh,
Man,
Before temp
he
HP.
Peter Pan this thing.
Yeah, exactly, like Peter Pan down the sail.
Nice.
I love the fact you guys call this Peter Pan and I call it Errol Flynn because I'm
Yeah,
old
fair.
AF. Damn. Whippersnappers. All right. Tester did today. And for the record,
Like-
Mythbusters did test this and it does work.
I just kept thinking about it. I can't quite find just the right placement to be where I can get both Ricard and Echo in my aura.
Right.
In that case, I am going to move a bit over here, I believe.
Very well.
Should put Aimer in the aura. if
Indeed.
I'm seeing this right. All right, and in that case, he is going to move there and take the dodge action as the Earth Elemental is going to move up, and flanking with Shadow Rose is going to do a mighty flurry of blows.
Sure.
Punch, punch.
Punch.
Yep, as soon as the character sheet loads.
Yeah, it's being kind of slow right now.
Hey,
The first one hits.
it's
Oh,
not
it's not-
it's
It
not
doesn't have
emboldening
bless.
Conduit
It doesn't
because-
have emboldening bond. So
yeah,
no.
she cast it before he was on the field. So
Oh.
yeah.
It's all good. Hey, it's a decoy,
Yep.
and it's fulfilling its duties as a decoy.
It is.
And done.
All right.
Tested today. I still see your arrow on the screen. Am I the only one?
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I'm seeing it too, and it's like,
Oh yeah, I see it as well.
here, I'll do a new one.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
It went away. All right. After Tister today, we go to Brennan Thamior.
A question I can't quite see because of the darkness. Is the Earth Elemental in my aura now?
Negative.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I'm going to have to measure. It's how far?
30 feet.
So 30 feet from you it is, yes.
Oh, sweet. So it gets temp HP.
Cool.
Yeah, Twilight Sanctuary plus minions is just so broken.
I'm just firing away here.
Pew, 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 pew,
I
pew,
hit
pew.
both times. No crits. Doing damage.
It's vulnerable to piercing. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's a little glitchy on my side, but I think it came through.
All right, so the first one here is going to be 13 plus 3 piercing damage, so that's going to be 16 doubled to 32 plus 2 poison. So, well, 1 poison. So 33 damage total there. The first shot. The second shot is not a critical strike, but you're going to deal 13 plus 7 piercing, so 41 plus 12, so 53 damage there. All right. Anything else, Brennan?
I don't know if we need to, but Brennan's gonna hide out right here.
Okay. As he hides behind the building, we go to Miss Rose.
Okay, so quick question. This attack missed her, so it's not impaling her. Can she go around it without
Yeah,
making it
easily.
pop?
Yep.
Okay. So she is going to do that. Do I? Oh wait. How far away is this? That's pretty far, actually. I don't think I could. I don't. No, 90 feet's like 30 yards, so I don't think she could throw a 4. No, I don't think she could do that. So, she is going to stand right here and start attacking. Flurry
Okay.
blows.
Sure.
Nice, I crit with Cass.
Okay. Awesome.
Amazing.
So that's So yeah, okay, we'll just do that. So it's
Cool.
piercing damage.
Yeah, cast doesn't ignore the the crit immunity, but we do take the damage
Oh, that's
there.
too bad. Yeah, okay.
Yep. So you're going to deal 30 damage there.
Okay, and then yeah, I need the piercing to take advantage of the vulnerability. So she's going to continue to attack. 2. Oh no. Okay, that hits. Whew.
Yes, sir.
And then the remaining attacks have to be unarmed. So then this has to be I can't do. Yeah, it has to be an unarmed strike.
Give me the damage for the second cast swing here.
Oh, so cast damage. That's
Okay.
26.
Yes, sir.
And then this is bludgeoning, so this is still resisted.
Okay.
So 9. And then she will flurry of blows for 1 more.
All right. Awesome. For an additional 8.
And that was her action economy, I believe. She's just gonna yell out loud, "It's too strong!" For the demon's benefit. But and then that's it for her turn.
All right. Echo Rex.
Echo's going to back up 5 feet. And then he's going to use the wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
He's going to empty it on this thing. So
You're going to empty it? All right.
Let's see.
All right. That's going to be 21 points of damage.
Did that roll right? Oh, it just added a +1. That
Right.
really should
So,
be 28.
We'll add, an additional 8 dice to that, or 8 plus 1s. So it should be 29, but cut in half to 14.
Okay. And then Spirit Shroud.
Yes, sir.
Cancel those.
Oh, he just wants lots of attacks.
Right.
I was like, that's why.
Yeah, that's how his character works.
Mhm.
All right, so that's going to be 58 damage. Yeah, Echo Rex is basically the Gatling gun of sorcerers.
Yeah, it's quantity. It's
Yep.
It's all in. number of attacks.
The individual quality is kind of meh for Echo, but it's just numbers.
I think he's going to do. We're getting close to halfway here. It looks like so. I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
Quicken an Eldritch Blast.
sure. Using some sorcery points.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, you're going to need some blesses here for the first two there.
Now these should all be with advantage still, but
Right.
I need two blesses.
Yep. One for the first one here. All right, so the first one there will need the emboldening bond, so we'll count that as the first one there. The second one can't succeed. So
Okay.
you're going to get the 7
Yes.
plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18 damage.
Yep. And then Spirit Shroud is 33 more.
Okay. How many dice do you get per attack on that?
You get 3 per attack.
3. Okay, cool. So
Just all
16.
the dice.
All right, that's initial 16 damage dealt.
And he's done.
All right. After Echo Rex, it becomes the Infernal Colossus's turn. This turn is the melee round, so we're going to shatter crystals. All right. Over here, we shatter a crystal over there next to Brennan, which is so wonderful. All right. And for the melee, I can't get to Brennan. So 1, 2, I get 7 targets. So 2d7. Who are we going to swing at here? Target number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Miss Rose Prime.
Yeah, go for it.
Whack.
When he does that as well, he will take he'll take 68 points of damage because he meleeed someone other than me.
Understood. So Miss Rose, you suffer 43 points of slashing damage.
I do.
He suffers
Well, remember your
68.
AC is too higher in that aura.
My AC is 29, so he still hits me.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
so close.
He suffers the 68 points of damage, and his chest opens. As it does so, flames pour out of him. Everyone within 20 feet of the Colossus must make dexterity saving throws or suffer 37 points of fire damage. As the core is exposed, and you guys can see the center of it has an opening to a demiplane.
Okay, hold on. So he hit me for 43 damage. Okay,
Yes.
so half of that is 22.
Correct.
Yeah, or 21.
21.
21. And then what's the save for the? It's a deck save.
24 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, you're fine.
7 fire damage. Is that right?
37, yes, sir. And you're going to need to roll a con save to hold on to the bless.
Yeah.
And the DC for this is going to be a 18. So,
Yeah.
bless goes away.
Let's see. I need to roll. Yep, and then I'm trying to think.
Well, I like this one.
I think I failed, so I'll just take the 37.
Yes, sir. It's fire damage. Aren't you resistant to fire damage?
You can spend a sorcery point and become resistant. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to spend that or not?
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, so you will instead take a total of 18 fire damage. All right,
And then he actually would have saved his bless off. Because he rolled a 12. For his
you're correct. So bless is still up. All right, so after the Infernal Colossus has shut down, it cannot make its second attack. Aimer, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not sure that I can actually see that it's open.
You can hear it open.
Okay, so that Aimer is going to
There's that distinctive zone transition portal noise.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then how high is the portal off the ground, Eric?
You're going to have to climb up into it
Yeah,
20 feet.
That's what I was asking. Since I have Judoka, I can climb with acrobatics.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go ahead and climb up it.
Yes, sir.
Let's make sure
Easily.
it'll work. And
Parkour.
hurry up. Parkour! And then he'll just parkour himself straight into the portal.
Awesome. Cool.
And as he goes, my poor boss! And vanishes.
Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and send you somewhere else. Please don't run around, because I won't be able to monitor you guys when you guys arrive.
Yeah, I guess we're still in combat initiative, so yeah.
Yeah.
I did learn my lesson the first time, Eric, when I got impaled in a tree. Okay.
Yeah. I understand. Thank you very much. I'm just making sure.
Well, you learned a lesson, not necessarily the lesson.
I'm the one who's worse at that. I'm always getting bored and wandering around.
All right. So I'm going to move Aimer over to there. So it's just this transition. I have a virtual tabletop that's coming that will allow me to do transitions like this easier, but it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
It literally allows you to click on a portal and go to another battle map. It's amazing.
As long as you can do the Batman
Right?
That's yeah.
All right. So Aimer, are you good?
Yep.
All right. Miss Rose.
Shadow Rose is going to also scream out, run away, it's too strong, as she moves forward. So it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty sure she could just run straight up its leg. Yeah, because she can Prince of Persia everything, as long as she ends her.
Right. So
Sorry, hold
she
on.
goes up.
Sorry, I had an email.
All good. She
so, yeah,
disappears inside.
And I do not have shared vision with her anymore because presumably that ring of telepathy was destroyed.
It's not destroyed. It's lost.
Oh, it's lost. Yeah, someone has it.
All right. Okay. Ricard.
Ricard will run into the portal.
Okay. Cool. Ricard's going to run into the portal here. And so I need to move Ricard over to there. 1 second. Here we go. Pow. I was looking for Ricard and I see Tomo. All good. All right. So, after Ricard jumps in, where's Ricard?
And yeah, I'll just take the dodge action in here, and that'll
Cool.
be it for my turn.
Awesome. So, as you take the dodge action in there, we are going to go to Testudinidae.
Testudinidae is just going to hold up his hands as his earth elemental is going to run up, grab him, and just carry him into the portal.
All right.
And
Gotcha.
I'm going to trust its athletics over mine.
Can it get up there? Like it's.
Let's find out.
I mean, it could throw Testu through the portal, but it's certainly strong. But like, it's a big fat earth elemental. I don't know if it can climb up a. Does metal
yep.
count as earth?
No, it does not.
This isn't Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Nice try.
Hey, Talk will say it does.
Well, you know what? In that case, I'm going to just have it throw Testu into the portal.
Okay.
Nice.
You go
That's
have a
awesome.
throw and stay out here.
Yeah.
Point shot.
All right.
Oh god, Testu just banging off the edge.
Understood. So Testudinidae goes there.
Okay, Testudinidae is going to use his bonus action to activate Steps of Night since we're in the smoke cloud and just fly in.
Understood. There you go,
Yeah.
Testudinidae.
I thought it was going to be real neat, and it wound up just being a dented shell.
All right.
Bonk.
Cool. After Testudinidae, we go to Brennan Thamior.
Yep. Brennan hears all the commotion on the walkie-talkie, pops out, no one's there. You can use his dash action to reach and be able to climb up into this portal.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. So he runs in as well. So we put Brennan over there. Here we go. Brennan goes there. Sweet. Miss Rose Prime.
She's going to hold her action for Echo.
Okay. How will you know if Echo goes in?
Because she has cast the Infinite Slayer out, so she has all the sights.
Okay. Cool. So you're holding your action. We go to Echo Rex.
Yeah, she has True Sight, Blind Sight, Tremor Sight, and Corpse Stride. So yeah, she's waiting
Yeah.
for Echo.
Now, if only you had hindsight.
All right. So Echo, you gonna go in, or is there something you want to do out here?
I'm gonna kill this thing. So I'm gonna go in.
I was like, what is he gonna bust out now?
You're just gonna say, "I wish it was dead."
Yeah. If
Big
it didn't
fair.
have resistance, I might even give it a shot if it didn't have resistance, but I can't. Yeah. It's a long road to kill this thing.
Yeah. The fun part is, as soon as it becomes its turn again, like as soon as you end your turn, Echo, it regains 1,000 hit points
Oh my goodness.
and it closes. So no. So you guys will find yourselves in a lovely wood-paneled foyer.
It's kind of nice.
You see a door behind you that you guys came through.
Rose will have Shadow Rose meld back into her shadow,
Awesome.
back
Cool.
at her feet. So, you know,
If
I think I
everyone's
could just do
spending-
that. I could just have them stacked on top of each other and just move them both. Actually, that works. Hold on, let me see. And then if I ever want to come around, have her come out, I could just do that.
Yep.
Actually, that works good. Yeah, so it's an action for Shadow Rose to get back to her feet. But yeah, so.
And if everyone spins around here, you all get your 24 temp HP back.
Cool.
20 for Echo, right?
24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the temp HP, not the aid permanent HP. Yeah.
Just this the temp HP.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
yeah,
which did good.
we have a couple doors here. We could
Always
go
does
through.
good.
What do you guys think?
We just came through this one, I believe.
So as far as this this woman goes, I want to try and talk to her. If I can convince her to join me, that might be easier than killing her. If we kill her, Leandro might find out that she's dead before we're ready, and that would spoil a lot of things.
Okay,
They would at least know that the reward sword has been compromised.
Now
So,
she does want power over the region. What are you willing to offer her?
Oh, a lot.
Like
I'll tell you
you're gonna
what
need
she's
to
gonna-
have specifics.
Yeah, I tell you what she's gonna do. She's gonna say okay and go along with it.
And then
she's gonna
try to
double
get
cross us.
a better deal out of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
it's always a
Because of the
possibility.
minute that has passed, Bless fades.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
bless
as
her.
does the
I want
aura.
spirit
So
shot.
you still have your
Yep.
temp HP, but you're not getting it every round.
Potion of heroism lasts an hour. I
Correct.
believe, so yeah. So I still got my potion.
Yeah, the spirit shroud will fade too because it's only a minute.
Hey, Ricard, you took a little knock, right?
It is but a scratch.
Okay, but a scratch at this level is more than a scratch.
Yeah, he's only down 18 HP.
Okay, I'll save this.
So are we going through that door next to Ricard? Is that the plan?
Sorry, I can't see anything right now because once again,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond is acting dumb. Hold on.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, my character sheet's halfway off the screen. I can't get it back.
see what we're up against here.
I can't see anything.
We need to zoom
Roll
way out.
20
and
that's
back
being
in.
weird, right? Not
Yes.
D&D Beyond?
Correct. Is roll 20 that's being
Yeah,
weird.
that's. I'm sorry. Roll 20, not D&D Beyond. My mistake. Yeah.
Eric, don't you have a way to like ping everybody to the map?
I wish I
Right,
did.
that'll be-
I wish I did. That is a thing that is in the jump gate thing, but your video card was having problems with the jump gate.
Oh, I don't have trouble with jump gate anymore.
No? Okay, then what we'll do is next year,
Next session.
we will do the conversion.
Okay.
Man, look
Cool.
at this guy. So he's waiting a year.
And not a whole year, just in 2025.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I was joking. A whole year.
So, Aimer,
Yeah.
with your passive perception, the scents that are in this room, the smells,
Mhm.
you would recognize as being from the Fey realms.
Of course.
Mm,
You
Smells
smell
rich mahogany.
from Queen Titania's court specifically.
You see Aimer kind of furrow his brow a little bit, like he's concernedly curious. Not quite like worried, but definitely not happily curious.
Roll a perception check, sir, if you're actually curious about this.
He is. You see his nostrils kind of flare up a little bit.
Sure.
Hold
With-
on. I get my die tab. 27.
All right, with the 27 Aimer, there is a small incense burner in this bookcase over here that is providing a pleasant scent in the room. The incense burner appears to be that of a depiction of Queen Titania of the Fae holding the incense stick sideways as it slowly burns.
This incense from the Fey realm, from Shellian. Either it's an illusion, or I don't know how she would have acquired this.
She could have been there and bought it.
When
Could have
though?
found someone who had it and murdered them.
I mean, before she became Leandro's, girl toy.
I mean, unless she lit this just out of whim, she probably went through a lot of this. And I mean, this is from Queen Titania's court specifically. This is not usually stuff you could just buy willy-nilly.
Well, I think that we're in a demi-plane. We're probably going to find a lot of things that don't make sense.
So she could. I mean, yeah. Could it be like Echo's mansion where he can just make whatever he wants?
It's possible, but more saying it as well that this being has met with Queen Titania. Which is something in and of itself. Not everyone gets to go meet her.
Well, I take it, Miss Shadow. It was Shadowclaw, right?
Shadeclaw.
Shadeclaw. I'm sorry. I take it,
Close enough.
Miss Shadeclaw is not your run-of-the-mill sorceress.
Yeah, it's something a little extra careful of.
Let's go ask her.
Let's go ask her. Alternatively, Aimer.
Yes.
What if you just steal the Wartstone?
I mean, it depends where it's at. I need to know where it is to steal it.
Yeah.
And you need to know what it looks like.
Also that.
I think Rose actually has seen some.
Each one is slightly different, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be
but
hard to
they're little. They're basically like little. They actually kind of look like dice, like a little small
Indeed.
rock with runes on them.
Might report it missing.
Well,
Yeah.
Let's hope that her office bedroom, wherever she is, isn't just filled with little trinkets like that.
Or
We'll
you could
see.
act like you usually do and just take all the trinkets.
Yeah, that's probably what I ended up doing. Yeah, I get paid somehow. Rose is paying me for this.
Tessidine's come to know you guys a bit too well.
Someone's gonna pay Aimer.
Rose will listen at
Right.
the door to see if she can hear anything on the other side of it.
Sure. Let's roll your perception check.
All right, let's roll my perception. No, that only applies to attacks. That'd be. God, I am. Okay, no, that counts as the 18. Good.
Sure. With a 38, you can hear through this door, the casual eating of food. You can hear the clink of silverware touching plates, the sip of a drink being drank out of a goblet. As the goblet is put down, it sounds like crystal. You can hear several voices quietly whispering to each other about inane things. Small books that they were talking about, various novels that these people have been reading. All the voices are female.
Echo's going to hold an Eldritch Blast for when the doors open.
Okay.
So have you heard about the new T16s? Yeah. So Rose will relay that to the others. It sounds like there's several women eating on the other side of this door.
As you see Echo Rex with his Eldritch Blast charged up.
Fireball.
Aimer
So
will...
the thing I'm worried about is she has a sending stone that goes to Leandro. If she's alerted that something is wrong, she'll send a message to him.
She might send a message to him.
Yeah, because Brian, she's a prisoner here.
Okay, well, hold on. You know what? I can make sure. So if we want to go aggressive, Rose will ready a silence,
Sure.
and she will cast the silence if anyone makes an aggressive action when we open this door.
Sure.
I mean, how about we just politely knock?
That's definitely an option. So
I mean, if you want to make a good impression and
I'm gonna
negotiate with
fireball you
her,
guys.
just politely knock and say, hey, yeah, I mean, the fact that we're here says why we're here.
Is there a keyhole, Eric?
I'm sorry?
Is there a keyhole in the door?
There is a keyhole in the door.
He's gonna point at me like, Rose, why don't you look through the keyhole and see what's in there?
I will look through the keyhole and see what's in there.
The keyhole does not go all the way through the door.
The keyhole does not go all the way through the door.
Got one job on this ship.
I don't go on ships. Only bad things happen on boats.
Like, we used violence to force our way in here. Let's try the subtlety thing. Bring honor to the House of Flowers and whatnot.
What?
Yeah.
She looked.
I look at Testa today. Y'all about to make me switch sides.
Bring honor. That's funny. You know what? Well, Amer, just check to make sure the door isn't trapped, please.
Aimer will investigate the door to make sure it's not trapped.
Sure. Amer, please roll your investigation check.
Whatever will I do? Roll a 3 and a 4 and still have a 28.
Amer, with the 28, you look very carefully at the door, and you can see where the handle for the door is, where the latch, the bolt that goes into the door frame. You can see a small spring there. Should the bolt be withdrawn, a trap will go off in this room. You are able to trace it all the way back to the backside here, where you're going to find a series of small holes in the wall. Each one is about the size of your pinky. There's easily 1,000 of them.
Oh, that's awkward. Do I think I can disarm the spring without setting it off?
Do you want an insight check?
Yes.
Okay. With a
Just lay
19?
down.
Of course you can, Amer.
I mean, I am Aimer. Let's be real here. Aimer is gonna go, I got this, guys. And he's gonna try to disarm the trap.
Now, realize, guys, Amer went back to the back of the room, looked at the holes in the wall, and is just going for it.
Well, I mean, yeah, Rose trusts. This is his thing. She trusts him implicitly.
Yeah, where else are we gonna go?
Sure.
I mean, you guys could stand on like this side and like this side.
I trust you.
You know what? Tessa today's just gonna activate shell
down.
defense. Just
Okay.
just like lowers his head and arms into his shell, so he just barely stand it. He's like leaning
Understood.
up against the wall, just toes
Aimer?
sticking out.
Can I get your sleight of hand check to disable the trap
I'm gonna cast
with
guidance.
your thieves' tools?
Yep.
Guidance?
Hold on. Plus 1d4.
So with the 43, Amer,
Sorry, it's 51.
A 51, I'm sorry. I apologize for jumping to conclusions. Aimer, you are able to defeat a simple spring trap. The DC for that was only a 20.
Hey, Aimer, you know Aimer, he goes all out all the time.
Of course.
He saw the
Aimer,
holes, he wasn't risking it.
you made it look good.
Right, hold on, Aimerella flexes. There we go.
Awesome.
I got it, Rose.
I had no
No.
doubt.
Never mind the sweat on my forehead or the bulging vein.
I mean, I don't understand why you would be so concerned. I've literally never seen you fail to disarm a trap.
I didn't really want to become a Swiss cheese. I'm kind of enjoying living at this moment.
She looks over at the darts. I mean, unless those have very dangerous darts in them, we've faced far worse traps than that.
Also, we'd probably alert everyone in the room if we set it off.
That is true. But like I said, I had no doubt. Is the door locked?
Aimer knows it is locked.
It is. Do you want me to take care of that for you too?
Or
Yes.
just knock.
Or you just want to knock? Rose.
I'm just weighing my options. Would she be? He'd know nothing about this one. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's knock. We'll knock.
Open the door and be like, "Oh, this isn't where I left my horse."
She'll knock politely.
Cast seeming, make us all look like three kobolds in a trench coat.
All right. As you knock on the door, we do not have time because I have someone who has to leave here in a moment
Aw.
to cover what's going on. So we will come back next year in 2025 to explore what else lies within Ariska Shadeclaw's lair.
I'm gonna shoot Rose with my Eldritch Blast.
You shoot elbows with your Eldritch Blast. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, you guys have managed to defeat the Infernal Colossus. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. We will come back next year for the continuation of the Spirits End Fellowship. I hope you guys had fun with this. There's a ton more content for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. This was a real challenge for you guys, and you guys did really, really well. As always, if there's someone you know who wants to play in Geomeric games, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them. I am going to be doing a couple one-shots. Those should be announced here in the next couple days. Just watch the Patreon and the FY channel and Discord. Those are going to be very limited in scope due to the schedule. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful holidays. Please stay safe. Have great time with family, etc. Do watch the GM tips and archives over on YouTube. And we will be back tomorrow with the Awesome Blossoms as they are trying to pierce the veil in the hunt for Bodhidharma.